You guys aren't on mute for me anymore. There we go. All right, so goodness gracious, fucking episode 8, like 8 months later, I think is the ratio. So we're doing pretty good. Episode 9 will be in 9 months, we'll keep going. There is, talk about the gap canonically. This was actually the gap. We've been through it in Starfinder canon. So much has happened in this campaign. So I'll do like a brief kind of hit on what you guys did on book 1. You guys, after way back in the day, completing the Aeon Throne campaign, you guys are celebrities, influencers. So you got invited to a all-inclusive resort. And as long as you agreed to test their new like concierge app, the Keys to Elysium. Long story short, shit went south real quickly. You started seeing things like rooms decompressing, but they actually didn't. Your shadows had eyes. Turns out there was nightmare creatures hanging out in the vents. Turns out, almost more importantly, that fucking app was giving off a signal that was cursed and was driving all of the guests crazy and pretty much making them all kill each other, except for a few survivors, including you guys. You guys then made your way across a little bit of the galaxy over to Verces. Verces is like a tidally locked planet, so whereas Earth, we like spin as we go around the sun, this planet is stable as it goes around the sun, so the side facing the sun is like, 500 degrees Fahrenheit, cooked, side on the back's frozen, and then a little strip in the middle of like Twilight where they built a bunch of cities. Microwave planet, some of it's boiling hot, some of it's freezing. It's always disappointing. And you guys kind of followed here knowing that Eclipse Innovations, the company that made the app, has their presence here. And you were already suspicious of a man known as Keon Reese, one of the newest CEOs of the company, who mysteriously vanished before the station went on lockdown at the resort, which you guys were very suspicious of. You kind of got to the planet. You talked to local cops in the city. You talked to gang leaders, a dwarf gang leader named Molar. I'll switch you guys back over to the city map so you can kind of see what we're working there. In the city of Kuvakara. So we can see we still have some of our friends up there. There's Molar, the dwarf. We had Kulakar Pumal, that is the chief of police. These were some of the other gang members, and there's also just the native Verthani, who kind of look like humans, but very lanky, with pure black eyes. After doing some research, turns out Keanu Reeves got kind of a Lex Luthor vibe. You guys are pretty sure he's a villain. That being said, I just saw the bicuspid thing and it fucking threw me off. That being said, the whole city, for the most part, seems to love him. Like, he funds nursing homes and has, like, put a bunch of kids through college with all his scholarships and all this great stuff. You guys thought that was pretty likely to be bullshit, so you went to the headquarters in the city of Eclipse Innovations, and things started to paint a very worrying picture. First of all, the only employees left had agreed to have efficiency implants put in their heads. Basically stops you from getting distracted. You can turn it on for the day, then turn it off at night. Makes the perfect worker. Unfortunately, it also kind of enslaved them and turned them into zombies. And for some of them, in the worst case scenario, turned one of their eyes into a laser. So, pluses and minuses. You guys had already, getting to the robots, you guys had one robot, Ruby, who was blown up by an assassination attempt with a bomb. Then you captured another robot in this place named Opal, who was subsequently destroyed as well. But perhaps the greatest prize of all, you have secured Diamond, a Terminator-class robot that is truly fucking enormous. And there is talk of putting your ship AI in it, which, boy, did I walk myself into a corner with that one. So you guys, while you're in there, you found a lot of information about seemingly like perhaps human or humanoid experiments the company was running. Also, this robot is military technology, so like, why would an app developer need military technology? Additionally, you discovered the company has a black site on the cold side of the planet. Usually something a military would have, but this app company has one as well. You've also discovered other things, such as the fact that about 70% of the city has downloaded their latest app, Penumbra. It's another word for shadow. That's real bad, because they are planning to activate this signal, I believe, in game is about 6 days from now, and you think this is going to be much, much worse than the first station you were on. There are, you already know, cell towers kind of all over the city, but there are three boosters, essentially, like transmitters, that will amplify the signal. You guys know where one is. Bring us back to kind of where we are now. You guys went to the Blue Room. This is a like internet VR cafe essentially, where you guys found out one of the relays is here, which you successfully hacked, and decided not to destroy right away, but have in place so that you can kind of detonate them all at once, perhaps, or shut them all off at once so that they can't get suspicious of you. While you were in there, let me pull up her delightful art again. You ran into a hacker. I was going to say by the name of, but literally her name is No Name. AKA Koss's nemesis. There was hacking, there was counter hacking. Tried to hack a robot. She hacked her computer. You got frustrated and overloaded the computer, to which the proprietor was like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry. The computer started sparking. That's crazy." But she has kind of agreed to like disseminate information for you guys around the city, and help in any way she can. She helped you narrow down the coordinates of the black site, but you think with the rest of the transmitters, you should probably narrow it down more, because she only narrowed it down to like a wide stretch, like hundreds of miles, but better than like the whole planet's surface. And you think I would have learned how to say it in the interim, because I fucked it up like a billion times. But you'd be wrong. She works for a hacktivist group called Size G. God damn it. For those who want to remember how to spell it, it was this monstrosity of a word. Only vowels are Y's. Just a terrible, terrible invention. I'm sure it probably sounds way cooler to whoever actually invented this word, but I cannot say it. Getting ziggy with it. You guys also heard that the bomb you received at your ship that unfortunately blew up the robot Ruby, that likely came from a rather famous assassin, who is also a sniper. So you guys are kind of on the lookout for that as well. But as you got out of, let's get rid of No Name here. We do not need her anymore. As you all left the Blue Room, you were ambushed by 4 of these guys. You pretty quickly discovered they seem to be contracted mercenaries. They are all holding very fancy rail guns, and are kind of catching you in a crossfire from both sides. So that's a lot of information. Any questions before we have to get into a combat?
Are we starting from full health and everything? Because I have no
Yeah,
idea
you can
where that
start with
was.
your full health and everything. You've been just kind
Okay.
of exploring the city, trying to catch up with these guys. They jet around the city. The rest of you, I mean, I don't think you guys really used many spells today at all. Used a few in the lounge, but not really. Cost, you probably used a few to try to mess with her to varying degrees of success.
Nope,
Um,
because I don't have spells that affect hacking.
oh well, there you go. You just got mad skills apparently. All right. So, with that in mind, yeah, sorry, any more questions, or shall we roll into initiative?
Do it.
All right.
And initiative.
I know. Click your token before you roll. It'll help you pop into the order. Flack was already on it. Didn't even tell him. Also, disgusting, Flack. I hate that. Fucking 9. I did. All right.
Coming out strong with a 4.
So I was running a Curse of Strahd for some people on Tuesday morning, and I have switched out all of the dice I used for that session because God, I was rolling rocks. Okay, that's better. Already doing better with these new dice.
I don't like that.
All right, our mercenaries got a 22. And then give me 1 second. All right. Is the sheet that's on there right now? Also, we have a new player, a new character, so welcome.
Yay.
But is the sheet on there for our new friend? Is that accurate, or should I just drop a token for you for now?
The sheet.
Okay, I'll put a token for now.
Okay, great.
All right. We can use your You guys should definitely brace yourselves in the chat for this incredible token coming your way. Definitely, a lot of work went into it, so I was very impressed for sure.
Thank you.
I in fact saved it on my computer under the file name of Technobug. So actually, hold on, I feel like I gotta make it bigger to do it some proper justice here. Just beautiful, truly the hero this city needs.
Thank you.
So we can help set up your sheet later, but if you want to you can either select the dice roller on the left side of the screen. It's like that little D20. Or you can just type /R space whatever die is. So
I had done that, and I got me a 15
on
there, and then I wrote in about how with my initiative modifier it'll be an 18 anyway. Go ahead.
Oh yes, sorry, I did not. I was uploading the picture, did not read that. All right.
Oh, it's all good.
Surprising, perhaps no one. Flack, you are first to act here.
What? Me?
I know.
All right, so I will use my move action to engage my cloaking field.
As one does.
And then I will roll for my stealth, and then I will shoot this closest one here, this guy with my Corona laser pistol. So let me give you my stealth check.
All right, go ahead.
That should probably do it.
Yeah, that'll do. Why do I even make you roll anymore?
Does a 17 hit?
A 17. Is this again? This is your laser pistol, so EAC.
EAC. Yeah.
It does not hit. You see the beam slams into the one you're shooting at and kind of dissipates around him. Go ahead and give me an insight check on that guy that you shot.
Insight.
Or sorry, sense motive. I've been doing too much 5e lately. Okay, so these guys are definitely professional mercenaries. That guy was looking down at his armor, deeply surprised that you didn't hurt him. You start to get the feeling that perhaps these guys were armed up by whoever hired them with much better gear than they're used to.
Okay.
Any more movement where you want to go?
I used my movement to engage my cloak. So,
oh, right.
Yeah, I am where I am.
All right. In that case, Zashi, what is your opening move to return us to your character?
Ooh, that's right. Opening volley. Gotta give it a try.
Hell
So
yeah.
she's gonna try to shoot that one. That shows up.
Hell yeah.
With a laser rifle.
Excellent. That will do it, and a max damage roll. Holy shit! Which one are you shooting at?
The lower one that's off to the left.
Okay, the lower of the left guys.
Yep,
Okay.
that guy.
That laser, he, they look a little cocky when they see the first laser kind of just bounce off of them. So he does not try to dodge as much as he should, and your laser slams into him. Definitely hurts him. So he kind of melts through some of the armor.
Excellent.
Take him down quickly. All right. Any other moves you want to do or anything like that?
I think I'll stay put for the moment.
All right. That is the mercenaries. They are all going to be shooting at... Well, Flak is still pretty well hidden, right? Not a good target. So we are going to...
I think he's an excellent target.
They will know where I am,
Okay.
right? But it's hard to see.
In that case, I think they're not really tactical geniuses here. They are all going to pick a target and try to shoot each of you with 2 railgun shots. So we're going to start with, this is 2 shots going at Zashi.
That's KAC, right?
Yes, this is KAC. It's like basically there's a bunch of coils of magnets just accelerating a ball of metal extremely fast.
Right.
Zashi, that is a 23 on the first one. Does that hit your KAC?
Just barely, yeah.
Okay, in that case, the other one will hit as well. So this is going to be total is 16 damage, 8 from each shot.
Okay.
All right, next guy is going in for costs. First one is going to be a crit. The next one is a nat 1 and misses. And that was a horrendous roll on the crit. Oh my god. So then, even on the crit, you only take 15 damage costs. However, you are knocked prone by the force of the projectile. Alright, coming in at MK01. First one is another nat 1. Perhaps the dice were not the problem, I'm just cursed. Second one, though, it's going to be a 27. I assume that hits you?
Well, you would think that.
I would think that.
It totally does, yeah.
Okay, you take... That was a much better shot from them. You're going to take 17 damage on that one. And
I
then,
don't like that.
last but not least, Flak. They're going to try... So what kind of penalties are they getting from your stuff right now?
Nothing, technically.
Technically nothing? Okay, I wasn't sure if it was just flavor or I had forgotten some...
It doesn't... Yeah, once I shoot, like, they kind of know where I'm at and can kind of... There's no penalties. It doesn't like redo my stealth until my turn, so...
Gotcha,
yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, it's going to be a 24 and a 21, respectively.
21 misses, 24 hits.
Okay. That one's going to be another 17 damage to Flak.
Ouch.
All right. So, at this point, yeah, they're going to stay there. You see that they, like, one in each pair appears to be reaching for their waist. You see they have some sort of, like, it looks like a sword, but with some weird highlights on the side of it. In which case, that is costs.
So getting up, in Starfinder, getting up from home. How much does that cost?
I believe it is your move action.
Okay. He will stay prone and bring out the pacifier.
Okay. You, like, kind of got knocked on your back. You roll over into a prone firing stance, like, knock the rifle to your shoulder.
And I'm going to attack the one that Zashi attacked.
Alright, it's gonna be this guy. Go for it. 15 is not gonna. You see, he kind of like holds up an arm. Bullet like pings off of him. Do you have any bonus actions or anything you'd like to do?
No, because I should have turned on my tracking eye first.
Okay,
so
noted. All right. In that case, a mysterious figure is appearing up the street. And let's. I'm gonna need to add a name tag for you so you are actually appearing in initiative. All right. So, our mysterious new adventurer, our bug friend, what are you doing? As you see, just an utter firefight raging.
Absolutely. Okay, I have two priorities. Number one, I've got a briefcase in my hand. That briefcase has a glass window in it. You can see some small things wiggling inside of it. I tuck that into a special position that is on my chest that it fits into. It's locked in there. All right. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, I click a button on my phone. It's obviously recording. All right. That's number two. Number three.
Strap it to your chest. You like the GoPro action.
Correct.
Okay.
And then finally, I will be using my action to activate my shield. Boom.
Ooh.
That's right. It's an energy shield, and it's got all the fixins. So that is going to give me quite a boost on that temp HP. And it's also going to give me a resistance on, let's say, electrical damage.
Okay. You tuck that away, then energy shield activates. You see one of the mercenaries turns around and he's just like, "Was that one on the list? Who is that?" So you just like kind of pat the camera to make sure it's recording.
Absolutely. Do I have time to respond to that?
Yeah. You can talk as a free action. Go for it.
Okay, great. Who is this, you may ask? That's right. It's Go See Gixie. Tag, like, subscribe.
I'm gonna do fucking amazing. I'm gonna do just a pure luck check. I rolled 2d10. I got 100. The one that hasn't been shot yet is like, holy shit, dude, it's Gixie. I watch their stream all the time. Well, don't come down here, man. It's dangerous. Just fully does not process that you are readying yourself for battle. Holy shit. Phenomenal dice rolls today. Alright. MK, you see the guy look down there, you hear her shouting from down that alley there. What's the move here?
Yeah, MK is stoked, obviously, to have such a famous influencer present to witness our battle. Is this room dimly lit or brightly lit or?
I believe at the moment it was kind of like. What am I saying? I was gonna say it was like early evening, but on the twilight strip of this planet, it's basically always just like dusk, kind of. But once you have entered the street, that is like bright light from all the streetlights. I'd say under this like awning area near the like front of the store, probably dim light from where you guys are.
Okay. MK begins casting a spell, and as he does, you watch as these tendrils of black shadow start to spring forth from his hands and sort of plunge into the ground and come up in a 20-foot radius, catching, I think, at least two of those guys as he casts Umbral Tendril.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
You summon a vision of a writhing mass of shadowy tendrils. Oh, 10 feet. So I'll tag the ones directly in front of Geeksy.
All right. 10-foot square, you said?
20-foot radius spread starting with a 10-foot square.
Holy shit. So way bigger than that.
Now this area is difficult terrain.
Kind of like in the shadows between all these like bright neon lights and like pulsing signs. The shadows form into these tentacles and rise up to meet these guys. Good lord. Do they make a... Yeah, so it's difficult terrain, then what else happens to them?
They make a will save.
Oh no.
And a successful save halves damage and avoids entanglement.
Okay. Alright. Guy closest to Gixie. That is a 10. He definitely fails. Guy on the left is a 14. I believe that also fails.
Yeah, my spell save for this is a 20. So they both become entangled, and they both take 4d6 bludgeoning damage as they get pummeled by these shadow tentacles.
They're just like holding their guns over their heads, like, I didn't. They didn't mention anything about this. Damn, 17 for both. That is a hell of a roll. Hey, thanks, Picardy. Thanks, Mike. Alright. So, 17. This guy in the front is starting to look pretty, like, bloody, like, near half right now. He's taking a beating. So, we got 17. Alright. In that case, we are back to the top of the order with Flack.
Yeah, a question for you. What's over here? Is this a corner? If I ran over here, could I get some cover? Or is this like
area?
a building? Yeah, like is this the corner of the building here?
So, yeah, I can like expand it out a little bit on the grid, but yeah, basically the area you're in right now, like this gray square, is kind of just like an open awning area. But if you were to cross over that boundary, you'd be like behind the walls of the blue room.
Okay.
Yeah, I can like reveal some of that if you want to like duck around like this corner. You mean?
Yeah. First thing I want to do, I will do that. But first thing I want to do is I want to, I reach into my cheek pouch and I pull out a Mark III frag grenade, and I toss it over here to try and get it right in between these two.
Oh, okay.
And right after I do that, I want to come over here and just try and get some cover.
All right.
And I forget what I have to do. Do I give you like some kind of attack or?
You still do an attack roll because technically you can crit on a grenade. Basically, I believe it's like AC 5 to get it in the square you want. Yeah, I mean you smash it. Okay, so both of them take 11 unless they make a reflex save for half on a frag. All right, so the bottom guy is gonna make that save, so he's only gonna take half. However, the top one does take that 11.
Can't believe I forgot about the cheek pouches. Amazing.
Cheek pouches are like objectively, I like have such a distinct memory. It was summer, like 2016 or 17, whenever this came out. I went into the store, got the Starfinder rulebook, and like all I can remember is thinking, man, cheek pouches are fucking awesome. That's like the most distinct memory from that day. None of the lore, just like, ooh, rat people that can stuff things in their cheeks. Absolutely, I'm here for it.
Sign me up.
So
and it's a swift action to pull anything out too, which is
it really? I didn't even remember that.
Yeah,
that's so good. All right, Zashi, you see Flat kind of duck around the corner. Boom! Grenade goes off between these two guys. These guys are getting just pummeled by umbral tentacles. There's a famous stream around the corner. There's a lot going on for Zashi.
Awesome. So I understand that if I walk into these tentacles, I will also get pummeled.
Probably.
If you fail the save.
Oh yeah, you can make the save.
Well, so I want to get out my cryopike,
Hell yeah.
and it's reach. So I figure if I go
Ooh.
like here, or
Yeah, absolutely. That's 10 feet.
can I get the other guy too?
I think he's at 15. I'd say this token, the tentacle token, is like a perfect match with those grids. So I feel like you could probably end up in this square and not get hit by them, and get both of them.
That's what I would like to do, is put myself
I'd say that's pretty fair. If you want to like move over that way.
Thank you.
Bad day for those guys.
Yeah, they're not having the best day. Well, I mean, this guy sees his like fucking celebrity crush or something. He's really happy about it.
That's a fun thing to die to.
Fun thing to die to. It's so sad.
And a live stream too. How fun!
Ouch.
I mean,
Can
if
get a
I'm
selfie?
gonna
Yeah.
die, it might as well be on a live stream, right? Like, let's get some views out of it.
So I'm going to attack with the pike at this one that I hit on my opening shot,
Yes, sir.
and that is +2 because of the opening volley.
I'll tell you right now, you probably didn't even need the +2 with
Okay,
a 32.
well.
God, so this guy gets just like, all right, so the first shot from flat kind of like pew pings off him. He's feeling cocky. Your first shot just melts part of his armor. He gets beaten up by tentacles, and like as he's recovering from the tentacles, looks up, whack across the head for 21 cold. That guy, I mean,
And then-
that guy's looking near death. He is not looking good.
And then as I want to use the cleave combat feat, and so
yeah.
I'm gonna keep swinging right into the other guy. Try to hit him.
Let's see. 19 will just do it. That is over their K. Oh, sorry.
All
This
right.
is their KAC. It's not over their KAC. I apologize.
Dang it.
You did
That's
clear
all
the
right.
KAC. He kind of sees
should
his
be
friend
afraid.
gets absolutely clocked in the head and like brings his gun up to block your pike.
For now.
All right. That is them. So kind of like I said, one from each group is going to pull out a sword. I'm going to say this guy will pull out one because he's next to Zashi. And this one is going to pull out one and try to charge MK. Actually, Koss, because Koss is still prone. You basically see they kind of take out these like metal swords. You see they like kind of thumb a button on the side. A little bit of gas rises up the blade and sparks, and there's a bunch of fire surrounding the blade. So he's gonna charge you, Koss, with this like flaming sword. Charge, so he can't do a double swing with it. But you are prone, so he's gonna get a bit of a bonus. That is gonna be 25 to hit Koss, which I assume does it.
E or K?
This is it is EAC, it says.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, you are gonna take 16 fire damage. Thankfully it does not light you on fire though. That would be unfortunate. Alright, we'll do both sword guys first. So this guy, he is still entangled, right? In the tentacles?
Yes, he is entangled, and if it's his turn and he's still in the tentacles, he takes another 4d6.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll that 4d6 because those two guys are still in it.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh my god.
dude.
That was rough.
Oh.
46.
Holy shit.
One of the tentacles kind of like weakly like slaps at their back. The guy on the bottom is still badly injured. The guy on top is just like,
Curses
ow,
him gently.
cut it out.
Gives him a massage.
That's annoying. Stop. Jesus Christ, that is wild. Okay, so but they are still both entangled. if they want to break free, is that their action according to the spell?
So I think they can just move out of it because it's difficult terrain.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I don't think they're grappled. I should look up that condition real quick.
Entangled is half speed, cannot run or charge, -2 to AC, attack rolls, reflex saves, everything basically.
So if they're moving at half speed already and it's difficult terrain, does that mean they're moving at what, quarter speed?
Technically, yeah. So hold on. What is their? God, they're already. Oh, I forgot they're wearing this heavy armor. They're already at 25. What is? Hold on. Can they even make it out of these tentacles?
Not without provoking an attack of opportunity.
They can only move 6 feet by themselves, basically, this turn. So, good God. All right. One's gonna move up, which will provoke from Zashi. Actually, you both provoke technically because you have reach. So who do you want to take the opportunity attack on?
The guy who's not doing so well.
Okay, yeah, go for it. That will certainly beat much better than the 19 last time. 19 damage. Boom! Staff uppercuts his jaw. Like his... you see they all have these, like, weird... like... Oh, what's the guy from Star Trek? The guy with, like, that... The eye device. That's what they're wearing, basically.
Huh.
And you just knock that off his eyes.
Okay. Cool.
Which you guys could probably steal those for yourselves later. He looks like one hit from anyone in the party would finish him right now. That being said, he did only... he does still get an attack with his flaming sword. That is going to be 23 against EAC. For Zashi.
That hit.
Okay. There's going to be 14 damage to Zashi. Alright, now we'll resolve the two that kept their guns out. One of them moves, so he can only take one shot. He is going to take a shot at... probably still Zashi, the guy on the left, because you're right there. Oh, that's a bad roll. 20 against your KAC. That definitely misses.
Awesome.
And then 2 shots. Flack, you're kind of around the corner there. I'm going to say 2 shots on MK from the bottom guy. Alright, those shots are going to be a 27 and a 24, respectively.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case... that is going to be 21 damage.
Ouch.
Alright. And that brings us back to Koss. So you're currently still prone.
Yes, unfortunate. He
That
will
is
stand, and he will take out one of his vials attached to his hip and try to stab this guy right in front of him.
Alright, he's gonna try to take a swing at you as you stand up. That's a nat 1. Never mind, you're good.
You'd love to see it.
He looks really curious. It's like, what's that thing he's pulling off of his waist? And then, what are you shanking him with?
That's it.
A syringe?
Yes. It would have been a pharmacological inhibitor.
Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't think.
But I
get
didn't
through.
hit.
Yeah, it does not get through his armor. But you see, he looks deeply confused as he looks down at you. All right. Next up, then, or do you want to do anything else with your turn? He's already taken an op attack, so if you want to move somewhere, you could. Oh no, you had to stand up.
Yeah. Plus, I can't leave the squishy caster.
That is very admirable. There we go. Of you. All right. In that case, Gixie, what's the tea? What's going on with your stream?
Okay, well, Gixie has been facing the people who called out to her, which I believe are the ones that are over by Zashi, right?
Yes. The one who seemed to be a big fan is like this top guy right here.
That's great. Okay. Now Zashi got two people buyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to announce to the stream, like, everyone, first impressions matter. That's why it's important that we help our new friends. And I'm going to go ahead and use my helpful telepath feat to give Zashi advantage on her next attack.
Whoa.
Damn.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
First impressions are important. Do you want to move anywhere? Any bonus actions or anything like that?
You know what? I'll get a little bit closer because, look, it's important that everyone really see in detail what the fruits of that help are. So, yeah, Gixie's going to take maybe 10 feet south there towards Zashi.
Hell yeah. Oh, hold on. I realize this is just a token. Now you should be able to move her.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Marvelous.
Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have that on yet.
No.
You get forward. The camera's got like a better shot of Zashi, who's just like, as you round the corner, just like doing that thing where you can like twirl a staff over your head like super fast. There's like a bunch of like
Yes.
ba-ding, 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 like a bunch of like thumbs up in the chat, like hell yeah. All right. Next up then is MK. So you got one right in front of you with a sword, the two over by Zashi, then one at the very back with another railgun.
Okay, I think MK is going to take a 5-foot step to the right, just to get away from that guy, and he's going to raise his hand and say, "Please stop. We do not wish to harm you." And as he does, he activates his android upgrade slot, and a tactical tri-laser pops out of his forearm into his hand.
Hell yeah.
And I think
Yeah, go for it.
I can still attack. Because I think that's not a...
I think that arm is like a swift or something. It's fast enough that you can still attack for sure.
Sorry, I did a full attack. I meant to do a not full attack.
So without the full, that would be 17.
So still trash. That's awesome.
That is not enough to get through their EAC. He like whips around, phew, tri-laser fires, but unfortunately it kind of again bends around his armor, just kind of refracts off of it. All right, that is Flack, who is behind the corner there.
Yeah. So I will peek out from around the corner and attempt a triple attack on this feller over here.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I forgot how sick Flack is.
Flack is just he should be in all my NPCs' nightmares for sure.
So there's my stealth. And I only get this on the first attack. I only get the extra damage.
Okay.
If I remember how we rolled it last time.
Hashtag murderer is like absolutely. This is like not an honorable kill in war. This is a straight up murder. Goodness gracious. All right, so we got. Oh, that's a bad roll. 23 will definitely do it though.
Oh, it didn't do the third one. It only did 2. Let me do.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the third one. 18 exactly does it. That's their EAC.
Oh, shoot.
The 17 from the tri-laser was real close. So it's going to be 19 fire damage. That is not bad. These guys appear to be, first of all, they look like they're having a real hard time tactically thinking this through. This guy is just like, he's like yelling, he's like, which weapons work on the armor and which don't? I'm really confused. I thought his didn't, but I'm on fire. Alright, that's gonna be, back to Zashi.
Haha. Okay. So can I feel that I have been given an advantage from this person
yeah.
I don't know?
I feel you kind of look over at Gixie over there. You kind of just like, you feel a bit lighter on your feet. Like you're like have stretched, you're warmed up, like you're ready to go around at like the gym.
She's gonna do one of those like deep breath, like puff up her chest, and she looks at Gixie and gives her a thumbs up. And then going to swing with. Actually, I'm gonna move. Is that okay, or is that in the tentacles?
I would say that's getting in the tentacles if you get between them.
All right.
You could still potentially make the save, but that's up to you.
Yeah. Is that in the tentacles?
I'll say that'll get you just out of them.
Okay. And from there, if I can reach both of them, I'd love to. But
you definitely can. That's within here. Let me measure it out. Yeah, that's 10 feet. 5 and 10.
Okay. Okay, so she's annoyed at the guy who didn't get damage last time, so she wants to attack him.
Okay.
How dare you not be struck by my weapon?
Honestly, the absolute nerve of this guy.
So I've never rolled with advantage before in this, I don't think. Do I just roll twice?
Wait, yeah. Does it? So what is it lets you like? Does it say like
Yes,
lets you roll 2 or something?
Instead of gaining bonus to an attack as you would in an aid another action, the next ally to attack the chosen opponent can roll the attack roll twice and use the higher result. So
That is wild. Yeah. So basically just advantage.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, I guess just hit your cryo pike twice. Just roll it twice. See whichever one's higher.
Okay.
So first one's a 22. Might as well still roll twice, see if it's a crit. Oh, that 30 is beautiful. All right. So we'll go with the 30 roll there. You kind of like you go for the first one. You're like, I don't know, this looks like it's not gonna work. Gixie, you're like, oh, give him the left, give him the left. You change it up midway and just whack this dude for 22 damage.
Nice. All right, now I'm gonna try to hit the other one.
Absolutely. Got your cleave.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll fucking do it. 28. 20. All right, so the final guy. Here's the question. You guys don't know for sure who these mercenaries are or not. Do you want to like lethal damage this guy or make it non-lethal?
Don't we have Speak with Dead? Doesn't somebody have it?
What a horrifying counter to my proposal. Guys, fuck interrogation. We got to speak with Dead.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
That
Did they
is.
seem?
If you said that in character, they would like they're terrified.
Hey guys, don't we have speak with them? Just imagining overhearing that in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, that's up there with some of the scariest threats I've heard in a fight. But yeah, I guess up to you. I guess if you speak with Dead, you can do what you want.
I don't know if we do. It would be MK. Do you have that?
Yeah, I think let me double check my gear, but I think I have a spell gem with grave words. I do.
That does sound familiar.
Yeah, grave word.
4 of them. So
You can force
you
a
don't
touch.
need
You can force a
this
touch
one.
corpse to talk to you.
God. All right. MK's like,
But-
it's cool.
sorry,
I've got the gem. Wow. Yeah, his helmet just full caves in. There's like a bunch of like frost, like kind of goes sparkling into the air from your pike. There's random sentences for one round.
less helpful than I think.
Yeah, it's not as good as actual speak with
What is
Dead.
it? 10%.
What?
Also, like, it doesn't say that you know if it's successful. So, like, you just like, do you just get that info and you're like, maybe, like, do we risk that was the 10%?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that has to be a plan B.
Absolutely. Listen to corpse rambling. Okay, so yeah, you whack this guy. He seems suitably chastened that he tried to dodge your first attack and crush the second one. That's going to be our remainders here. The one in front of Zashi, they do have quick draw, so he's going to just kind of rapidly pull out that fire sword. And he's not going to move, so he's going to double attack you. He is still in the tentacles, though. So, does he get the save, or do you just do the 4d6 on him?
I think actually he should get a save.
Okay.
Let me look. But yeah.
Ooh, I don't. It was a will save, right? Because they're like spectral or something.
Yeah. Will for 20.
Oh, so close. 18. So go ahead and roll that damage. That means he's entangled, so that these two swings will be at a -2 to hit.
That's better.
That's a much better roll.
It's a better 46 roll.
And it's not if he makes the save, it's not that he like avoids all the damage and gets out later. It's just if he succeeds, he reduces the damage taken by to 1/4 normal. That seems unnecessarily difficult.
Does it specify 1/4? That's so specific. Okay. So he's gonna go in with those two flaming sword attacks. First one, Zashi, is gonna be horrendous. That's like a 12 against EAC. Second one, that'll probably do it. Even with the -2, 27 against KAC or EAC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be. That is going to be 18 damage. It's kind of boom, brings it up. There's like this weird little like cloud front kind of forming over here as like your pike is giving off like sub-zero temperatures. He's got this flaming sword. The one over by Koss is also going to double attack with a sword. Without the bonus though, because you're standing now. Alright, first one is going to be 18 against EAC.
Miss.
Second one is going to be 20 against EAC.
Miss.
Oh. Ka-ting, ka-ting, bounces off your armor. You kind of just like do like that bull like snort. He looks a little upset about that. Alright, final guy. I think he's going to keep trying to... Actually, he knows where Flak is. He is going to pull a Flak here and also lob a grenade.
Dick.
He basically kind of lobs it out into the alleyway over here. So this will get Flak and MK. This is a incendiary grenade. So go ahead and give me a reflex save.
Where is my reflex save? There it is. Wow, that sucks.
It's a shit roll for you.
Wow.
MK, that is exactly a pass. It was 16. 14 will fail. So, MK, you're going to take half damage and not light on fire. So, MK, you take 5. Flak, you take 11 and are burning. And you take 3 more burn damage.
So 14 total.
Yeah. So, boom. You see this big ball of fire kind of encompass you guys. MK comes out of looking a little scorched, but all right. Flak, whatever like weird liquid like accelerant was in this grenade is just stuck to your armor right now. All right. Cool. That is their full turn because the other one's dead. Koss, that is you.
Okay. So Koss is very much annoyed now.
Understandable. Koss?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Koss.
Hello, Koss.
Can you guys hear me? Or
I can hear you, Ben.
okay.
I can hear you.
Hello.
All right.
There you
can you hear us now, DJ? Is that good?
Yeah, I can hear you the whole time.
Oh, okay.
It was cutting out.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, you said you were getting annoyed at this guy. What's your move?
First off, I'm gonna activate my combat tracking. And then
One of your two... I always give 2 glowing eyes. One of the glowing eyes activates, focusing on him.
Yeah, left eye activates.
Phew.
And then I will switch to my tactical sword.
Oh hell yeah! You pull out another blade. It's just old school sword fight. This battle, it really epitomizes the best of Starfighter combat. There's like grenades, umbral black tentacles, inspiring people, fucking sword fights. This is great. Oh, it's plasma too.
Lightsaber.
Yeah, that will fucking do it. So you kind of this concentrated pocket of superheated gas, this plasma, kept in this little like envelope of energy. You hit against his flame blade, and yours kind of chips the end off his sword, goes through, hits him for 13. Hell.
And then I do the bull huff right in his face.
He's like, ah! Like wipes off those visors that they're wearing. Alright. Nice.
That's my turn.
Alright, Gixie, that is back to you.
Okay, what kind of weapon is the gentleman who's below me using?
He was using a railgun. He is now holding this like crazy sword that's like shrouded in fire.
Now, when you say shrouded in fire, does that mean it's a mechanical or a magical shrouded in fire?
It appears to be mechanical. Looks like perhaps like gas is being emitted around the blade and like continuously lit.
Oh my gosh, fantastic. Okay, great.
Oh,
all right.
no.
So
I feel like I should have said magic now.
Not at all. Not at all. Gixie's going to make her way right on down, a nice close up, coming in kind of slow, and is just like narrating to her fans the entire time. And don't forget, when you go see Gixie, she goes and sees you too. And she goes up and stands next to him, and hopefully, in a gesture that won't allow him to get slaughtered the next round, is going to use her action to override overload his weapon. Sorry.
Oh.
So it doesn't function.
Holy shit. Does he get a save for that or anything?
Yes. That is going to be a reflex save.
Reflex save. Alright. Let's see. You guys, we gotta roll better, NPCs. We gotta pick it up. That is gonna be a 12.
And that's gonna be a nice little fail. So.
Oh no. Does it explode? What does this do?
Oh no. I wouldn't be that cruel. No. If this is some sort of gas emitting thing that allows it to be on fire, I like to think it just kind of like fizzles a little disappointingly for him.
Yeah.
But like I said, maybe this will save his life.
It's like he's like trying to like spark a lighter and just like keeps hitting the wheel and nothing's happening. It's like, I got it, Gixie, I'm really conflicted right now. I don't know what to do about this.
She poses with him in the background and is just like, that's right, fire safety is important, everyone.
God, I feel like this would be like if fucking like Brennan Lee Mulligan came up to me during a street fight, just roundhoused me. I feel like, you're so cool, but I don't know what to do.
Glad to play that role.
MK, this is the first time, I believe, except for Zashi caught an angle of her. The rest of you see Gixie run up, just full, like, one of those, like, bungee GoPro straps holding her phone in place, and deactivate this guy's sword like it's nothing.
What in the world? Is that bug a tank?
Beautiful.
MK is going to look at the guy at the other end of the room from him, not the one in front of Cause.
Okay.
And in a mechanical, sort of otherworldly voice, he is going to shout, "Enough!" And I need that gentleman to make a will save.
Okay. Oh god, it's gonna be 20 is the save, isn't it? He got a 19.
It's 21.
God.
Because this is Mind Thrust at 4th level. MK divines the most vulnerable portion of this man's mind and overloads it with a glut of psychic information and deals 10d10 damage to him.
You like reach 10d10? What?
So 10?
That's so much.
Look at all those.
Also,
sevens.
he's fatigued for one round.
I mean, he's dead for forever rounds is what's gonna happen. It's the most vulnerable part of his. You like reach in and you see that this guy has been like concealing a love of slam poetry from the other three in his squad for years. And you just like fill his mind with like all like his friends show up and there's like, God, he's really bad at this. Like he's not good. And just all these thoughts. You see his eyes like start bleeding. He just collapses. Awful.
Like a bomb in a toad.
Awful. 10d10. Starfighter spells go up so fast.
Yeah, it gets aggressive real quick.
Same with the weapons. Like, it's like, oh, there's 3 versions of the sniper rifle. They do 1d6, 3d6, or 11d6. Like, whoa, where was the middle model? Like, what happened? Alright, well, that was a horrifying way to die. Flak. You're like, Flak, you're on fire, and you still kind of felt bad for that dude.
I need to unmute. Okay. Yeah, so I'm on fire. So I'm burning, right?
Yes. So you can take... What is it in Starfinder? Okay, you can take your move action to make a reflex save. Try to put that out again.
Okay. I will do that. Because I don't like being on fire. So let me give you a reflex save.
Ooh.
Don't know why I did it twice, but the first one was a 13, so I guess I'm still on fire.
You immediately like kind of do like a stop, drop, and roll. All that happens is a bunch of flammable trash just sticks to whatever liquid this is as you like jump back to your feet.
Oh.
It's like a bunch of like that like greasy black smoke coming off of you. But you still have your action.
What do I take some damage here, or
you take another d6 on this. Let's see. Take 5 more damage. All right.
Okay, so that was just my move, right? So I can still shoot.
Yeah, that was just your move action.
Yeah, okay. So let's do the thing. And there is my stealth check. And I will take a shot with my Corona laser pistol.
Okay. Is it the bottom guy?
Yeah, this guy down here.
Okay, yeah, that'll be a hit for 9.
Plus 16.
So 16 from your flak attack. That'll make him definitely bloodied now, so he's below half.
Okay. And I will yell out, "Somebody get some water, man!" And
give me a give me just like a diplomacy check. I want to see if you can encourage something to happen here.
I'm not very good with diplomacy.
Okay, no, I was looking for like a 12. We're rolling into initiative. Oh, good, he goes next. Let's see, does he have enough movement? Okay, he's gonna have to double move here. You see the proprietor of the cafe, who you guys like deeply befriended during the last session, is just like sprinting out with a fire extinguisher.
Oh, nice! Awesome.
He's like, hold on, I had to grab it off the wall. So he can't quite reach you yet, but he double moves to get there. Hey, Sashi, back to you.
Okay. Zashi is slightly confused. She doesn't understand if her new friend is also friends with this guy or something. So I'm just gonna try to grab him. I'm gonna grapple him.
Okay, hell yeah. I believe that is, I think you just make an attack roll. You're trying to beat his KAC plus 8.
Okay.
Which I believe is...
Man, I forgot how brutal combat maneuvers were in Starfighter.
Yeah, they really are way harder in Starfinder.
How do I make just a regular attack?
Just roll with your cryo pike. It would be basically be the same. It's just adding your strength and like level and stuff.
Okay.
So mechanically it should be the same. KAC plus 8, you got a 27. That is just shy. That's not going to quite do it. He's like, oh, finally, a fight I understand. He gets like a wrestling stance and like pushes you off.
Alright, I don't think I can do anything else, so.
Okay. Yeah, you try to get him there. Okay, so
I'll tell him to stop resisting.
He is... What is his health at right now?
I don't know.
Alright, what was it to break free of the tentacles? Was it like a 20 or something? Because I believe he got a 21, so I think he is free now.
Yeah,
like,
20 to avoid the damage.
Yeah,
and,
to avoid the damage and the entangled condition, right?
Yeah.
All right. If that's the case, so he's gonna do that. He's also gonna take a 5-foot guarded step because it's Starfinder over here, and is going to. He looks at Gixie very confused as to like how he should proceed with this paid assassination he's on, but he's just gonna go for Zashi instead. All right, that is a crit and a 27 against EAC.
Oh,
Yep.
All right, I need more dice.
What is he attacking with?
This is still with like the flaming sword.
Is the sword out though?
Oh, it is. So it what does that even get down? Okay, so this is just becomes.
Hitting
Hold
me
on,
with a
I
stick?
gotta check the stat.
unarmed strike.
I believe it goes down to like a tactical, not even a fucking tactical longsword, just a knife. Oh my god. Also, yeah, because it's off, it doesn't even get its crit effect on the crit.
Haha.
Okay, so it would have been 4d4 plus the double bonus, but it is instead 2d4 because it's a dagger now. That's gonna be the crit is only 14, and it does not light you on fire because the blade is no longer burning.
Awesome.
The second hit is only 1d4 now. That is going to be 11 damage on the second swing. As he's desperately trying to spark the weapon into activation, but he can't. Yeah, this guy looks real scared by the fact that he just melted his friend's brain. Alright. He is going to charge MK with the Skyfire sword. That is a... Oh, yeah, it's like a 29 against EAC, so that hits. You are going to take 18 damage as it cuts across you. Alright, that brings us to Koss. What would you like to do?
First off, he reacts to Gixie as like he tries to block all of his electronic parts, but then realizes that's everything. So he he focuses on the other guy that just attacked MK, and left eye starts tracking him now.
Okay.
And
focusing
then
on this guy.
And then the right eye activates to shoot him with an optical laser.
Hell yeah. Okay, other eye powers up. That is absolutely going to be a hit. You burn through one of his arm guards, badly burning his skin. Oh yeah, just turn.
As I burn him, I point to myself. I'm the one you attack. Me, not him.
All right. Holy shit! That brings us. Unless you want to move anywhere as well. Or
Move action to read target.
Okay. All right, Gixie, that is your turn.
Okay. Well, we're going to just assume that our loyal follower is subdued for now. Like, he's just going to chill here with his new friend. So, Gixie's going to make her way around to go and get a lead on some of her other new friends now.
I think he won't. Yeah, he's not gonna op attack. He likes you too much.
Yeah, see, Gixie was banking on this. You didn't see it, but I flipped my hair.
Wait, in character as the bug or out of character?
Nixie has no hair. She flicked her antenna.
Incredible.
So she will, however, go around, so she's got a little bit of a view on these other folks. She will see that this lovely android over here is face to face with another foe, and so with her communalism feat, she will once again, as it is enhanced for her, is going to grant advantage on the next attack roll that might occur.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. Go team go!
Hell yeah. MK, that is you. You shout go team go. Everyone kind of like world. You hear the proprietor of the internet cafe just like, you can't see. He's like, is that Gixie out there?
Amazing.
God.
Yeah, so MK will say, Flack, look away, as he activates his starlight form.
Boo! You begin glowing. I forgot about that. Incredible.
And I gain a 20% miss chance. Also, that guy next to me needs to make a fort save or is blind for a round.
All right.
He
does pass that one.
Yeah.
But he does still like shield his eyes.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. You're good.
Oh no! As a pure flavor reaction, I would like the camera to please focus on the starlight form.
You hear like the quiet, like I feel like Koss, you're so good with tech. You hear like the quiet, like as the camera zooms in. Amazing. All right. Was that just that's your standard action to go into starlight form? Okay. All right. Yeah. Anything else then, or going over to Flack?
Yeah, going over to Flack. I don't want to risk the AOI.
All right, Flack. Start of your turn, you take another 3 damage because you're on fire. Would you like to take your move action to try to put it out again?
Do I see the guy running with the fire extinguisher?
Yeah, you heard it. Yeah, you would have heard him yelling.
All right. So no, I'm going to take my triple attack on this guy that's in front of MK.
Okay.
I'm just going to let somebody else put the fire out. Let me give you a hole here.
I mean, I think at this point it's only like a... I don't remember the exact formula, but I think for these guys CR, you would need like a nat 1 or something. It's just 20 plus CR, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, you're fucking fine. Okay, so let's see.
So that's the first 2. Let me give you an extra one.
13, 15, all right, 24 for 13 works. The 15 does not. And the 27 will.
So the first one did, so I do get flak attack damage.
That might be, holy shit. 8, 4, 8, 3, 5. That is,
oh my god,
a lot of fucking damage there. All right, 3 quick blasts. First one hits him. The kickback kind of makes it go wide on the second, but you aim back in for the third. This guy goes down. Let's see. Next up is going to be this guy. Let's see if he has enough movement. 10 at the door. 5 next to you. 25 over the body. 30 gets him like that to you.
Nice.
On the zigzag.
I didn't even think about it, but he might not be able to get to me.
He just like fumbles with the like finally gets the pin out. Just Just sprays you with this like fire retardant foam that puts out the grenade. The effects of the grenade.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're welcome. And if you ever, he like pulls out like a coupon. He's like, here, this is for 2 free hours at the Blue Room.
Oh, thanks, man. Get down. There's still one over there.
He's like, oh, it just like hits the deck. Also, like, just for a refresher as how creepy the natives look with their eyes. Like, this is the dude who runs the establishment. Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, they're a little creepy.
He looks fun.
He means well, but the eyes are a little off-putting. All right. So also, I will say after actually, yeah, go ahead, Zashi. It's gonna be your turn.
okay. Has this guy noticed that he's the only one left of his comrades?
He has, but he doesn't appear to stop fighting.
Okay. Well, Gixie moved away, so it must be okay if I kill him. So she'll.
That's so good because the camera is like pointed towards MK right now, so
Oh
like
my God.
you're about to murder the follower like just off camera.
Zashi looks at Gixie, gives a little shrug, and will attack with her cryopike again.
It's okay. Gixie will just very subtly, like, if half the frame was like involving the death, she'll just move it away so it's all focused on Scarlet. Yay!
All right, let's see here. Oh my God.
Jesus.
Oh, that looks cool.
That's fucking crazy. Okay, so I believe that like slows them down too on a crit. Was that what it does with the cryopike?
That's actually, he already gets the slow because of an ability I have with cryo weapons, I guess.
Oh yeah. He just gets slowed. Holy shit. All right, well you
Yeah.
basically
Frost damage, maybe?
yeah, with that crit on the tactical cryopike, you kind of like hit the release valve on the handle. A bunch of like the liquid nitrogen just gets thrown out the front of the pike, freezes his head, and you just fucking shatter it off his body. Just
Oh my God.
just go full Sub-Zero.
She was gonna try to non-lethal him, but no, she wasn't really. She wasn't.
Yeah, you can't non-lethal on a crit like that. That's so good.
No.
All right. Well, we are out of combat. Before we get to meeting Gixie here, I'm just gonna give you guys your experience. All right, so you guys took out 4 contracted mercs. Everybody's gonna get 1,920 XP. I assume you guys still have the totals somewhere, but if you do not, we can, we know you're level 10, so we can go from there.
We should be at 71,000 each, right?
That sounds about right to me.
I'll just quietly assume that I'm also there.
That's what
That's my general rule for all games is to just. It's too confusing to have new people come in and have different values. It doesn't make sense.
Totally.
Yeah, who's got time for that?
Yeah, I certainly don't want to have time.
I mean, unless you wanted to give me like 3 times as much experience, that's fine.
I never thought about it from the opposite side. It's like, oh, maybe I should just give them like more experience than the starting players. Truly a solution I had not considered.
Well, I'm solutions oriented.
Nor should you.
All right. Well, yeah, you have soundly trounced these guys. I imagine we can loot them in a second here, but you guys see Gixie running up, still streaming. Are you keeping the stream going after the fight?
No, I'll do like a little outro, I'll just be like, and tune in next time for when we hopefully have a new cast of characters for you to meet. All right, go see Gixie. And I'm going to turn it off.
Okay. Powers down.
Smash that subscribe button.
Don't forget to ring that bell.
Go.
Holy shit. Okay. I feel like at the very least, oh god, what was the owner's name? He definitely comes over, like tries to shake your hand, like, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, it's not a problem. It's not a worry. It was so nice to use your Nat Cafe in the first place. I had no idea that this would happen, but oh, what a perfect setting.
He's like, my daughter watches you all the time. Could you sign these? He like pulls out like a set of
Fire
like
extinguisher.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, he looks at his hands, has fully nothing but the extinguisher, and just like holds it out.
Yes, Gixie happily produces a pen, one that has one of those little kind of like furry pom-poms at the end, and she signs her name.
He like rushes back in his shop, just like grinning ear to ear. All right, so here's the thing: you guys are greeting Gixie right now. You also, you are kind of in good with the police chief at the moment, but you do still hear sirens coming to the scene.
Maybe we should search these guys real quick and then.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Before
Retire to someplace more comfortable.
they get cleaned up by somebody else.
All right. In that case, so you guys, you'll spend a really quick time searching here, and then retire to a quieter place for introductions. All right. So
40 perception, jeez.
Well.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you all their gear. One of it says augmentations, but it wasn't actually implanted in them. It was like made into a visor, which is what they were looking through. But if you guys wanted to, you can implant them into you. Basically, they were all using wide spectrum ocular implants. So it is all this stuff times 3, or times 4. Sorry, there's 4 of them. And for the ocular implant, let me see if I have a handout for them. If not, I'll just explain them.
Hey, they brought flax and replacement grenade.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, so basically, all right, the wide spectrum ocular implants, you gain low light vision as well as the ability to see infrared and ultraviolet light. These enhancements work together to grant you a +2 bonus on vision-based perception checks, and allow you to notice some things people who can only see in the red to violet light spectrum cannot, including the lasers from dark vision capacitors. Yeah. So a lot of people have dark. That's how a lot of people in the police force and the military here, they would have dark vision capacitors, which is basically just infrared. So you'd be able to pick out the beams of where they're looking. All right, so you guys quickly rifle through the stuff, grab whatever you want from that pile, and you guys can just retire to this area down here. There's a nearby tram station. You kind of just go away.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So now you guys have a chance to chill.
So there was no indication on them of who hired them. There was no.
Sorry, with your perception 40, let's see. You unfortunately don't see anything telling enough that's actual evidence. You do find one of them just has their data pad unlocked. You would be able to see that they just have an anonymous hit, essentially. It's credits that went into their account, and they don't know who it's from, but they paid up front, so they did it.
Bummer. All right.
The actual text is basically along the lines of take care of these, these 4, and it has descriptions for all of you except Gixie. But yeah, so you can use a resolve point to heal. The tram ride will take at least 10 minutes, so it can count as a 10-minute rest. What do you guys say to Gixie as you rob these assassins?
MK will walk up to Geeksy, put his hand on her head, and activate Mind Link.
Is that the one that transfers a bunch of intel at once?
Exactly.
Oh my god.
What What intel are you uploading for me here, bud?
Just the history of the crew, our Doppler murder bot, Grub, the whole gang. Just kind of getting her up to speed on how we defeated the Aslanti Empire and saved dozens of people, and then we survived that horrific luxury resort by the skin of our teeth.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Gixie takes all that in, and she looks up at you with her weirdly wide compound eyes and is like, oh, well, thank you for that update. It was a lot. Normally someone buys me a drink first before uploading me with bits of their consciousness, but, hey, I don't mind. So that's a lot. Wow, I'm very impressed. And I gotta say, though, I already knew about a little bit of that, so...
It has been in the news.
And I'm very, very clicked in with the news.
Hell yeah. All right. So, as you guys are riding the tram here, you were able to kind of hijack some of that signal from the first transmitter in the blue room. So you are able to make a computer's check, so if you kind of hone in on your next target.
Oh, we're going after targets. This is all to get that evil app thing, right? That's what we're doing. That's why I came here, because I hope that's what you do. That's what you're doing, right?
Maybe.
I mean,
you here. I mean, not that we're not happy to have you here, but Zasha just looks puzzled.
You would definitely
Who exactly is Ghost Seeking?
All haters of Kaon Reese for sure.
Oh yeah, screw that guy.
He does kind of suck, yeah.
Heard a lot of tell about him, and I just kind of feel like it'll be better for the entire Netscape, as it were, if we kind of crack that wide open and exposed it to a little bit of light of day. Yeah, and then I think we can all really benefit from, the media exposure and such. That'll get for us and everything, right? Because shouldn't we be amplifying our messages? I think so. Yes. Anyway, it sounds like none of you have been really following my blog, and that's okay. It's a little bit popular. It's pretty popular. It's actually pretty popular.
Gixie airdrops a link to it to everybody's fucking data pad. Those
please subscribe and leave a review on iTunes.
Flack and Koss working in tandem here. You guys definitely narrow in on the other two locations. So the first, you seem to see that it is kind of on the ground level of the streets in the shade area. I believe you guys had figured that out before. That's the very slum area that is directly under the floating high rises of the rich.
Is this the Lizard Lounge or the other one?
This is the other one. So this one, yeah, I realized you guys did learn that, but as a refresher, this one is an old cybernetics shop, kind of like a junk shop almost. The other one is the Lizard Lounge. So the Lizard Lounge is in the entertainment district. At this point, pretty much equidistant. Kind of pick your poison. They're both about the same distance on the tram.
Junk shop? I think we wanted to save the Lizard Lounge for later tonight, right?
Yeah, you would know that the Lizard Lounge will be a lot more bumping once the evening actually starts. All right.
Cool.
Let me gather you folks up here.
The Lost Treasure.
I also would like to, as we go along, make sure that we're looking out for other we know we have an assassin after us and just got ambushed. So just keep a good eye open for any weirdos clocking us.
Give me, go ahead and give me a I'll say a perception check. as you're kind of like riding the trams. You hop off in this like slum area to get to this old cybernetics shop. All right, got a 24, 40.
Holy cow!
All right, it's gonna be okay. On a 40, you don't see some like mysterious assassin with like a sniper rifle. You do, however, see like a fist-sized remote, like a ball-shaped drone hovering over one of the apartment buildings near you. Has like a little camera on the front.
And it's moving as we move.
Yeah, it's definitely tracking. On that 40, you can tell it's definitely tracking you.
Take it out.
All right, go ahead and
I'll use my
shot.
I'll take a shot at it with my Sheeran eye rifle.
Okay, you kind of calmly unsling the rifle. Aim up.
Never mind. You already shot.
Pop pop.
Pop. First one, it managed to, like, whatever's controlling it, or maybe it's moving on its own, it swerves out of the way. Second one, you sight up with the scope and boom, blow it out of the sky.
Okay. I sling up my sniper rifle and let's go, guys.
And as you do...
all too easy.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. As you do, you are able to approach our next location. So I'm going to kind of ping you guys over here. And I'll reveal the area around it. This is, you see like a big glowing neon sign. Scuttle's Cybernetics Shop.
Interesting.
Scuttles. I'll tell you right now, Scuttles may be my favorite character art of this whole fucking book too. I'm a huge fan.
Just imagining a sentient coal scuttle.
it's not that.
By the way, Flack is trying to be cool about it, but he knows exactly who Gixie is, and he's a follower.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I mean that. It is a mommy blog, so I'm glad to hear.
All right.
So as we're traveling around, can we, learn a little more about Gixie? I mean, obviously Flack knows who she is, but.
I mean, yeah. She started a successful blog. She's a proud mother of 10, as she will happily show you in her briefcase. She has. That's correct. You can meet them all right here, right now. She displays her briefcase. It has a glorious window that shows all 10 of her larvae. Yep. And,
I don't know why. I thought it was food. I thought it was fucking food. That's so good. That's so
carry your children into combat?
Well, yeah, you see, it's a proud Sheeran tradition to take your kiddos around so that they can see the world before they retain like full consciousness as like full adult Sheeran. So Gixie's whole blog is about her taking those kiddos around protected by her heavy power armor so that they can see as much of the world as possible.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So, and there's a lot of crafts and everything and a lot of tips and tricks about like, how to build lasers into your power armor so you can protect that young family of yours and et cetera, et cetera.
Amazing.
You'll love to see it. Just, a mom providing for her kids out on the mean streets of Kupakara.
It's hard being a single Sheeran,
Yeah.
Especially with 10 grub worms.
So rough. Oh
You'll know
God.
and love them soon enough, don't worry.
Do they all have names?
Why, yes, and I actually have named every single one of them if you really want to know. But
so good. Oh my God. I have been scrolling through the backstory. I'm trying to catch up.
It's a short one for me, I know. 7 pages. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I hadn't gotten to a part with names, but I just scrolled down to it. I won't reveal them. You can reveal them on your own later, but they're pretty great. They're pretty
Thank
good.
you. Thank
Okay, so yeah, you guys are outside Scuttle Cybernetics shop. So there should be another transmitter somewhere in here. It says it's open. What do you guys do?
So Flack would like to use his brand new X-ray specs that
Hell
we picked
yeah.
up, and just give the insight. If he can see through, I mean, he might not be able to see through it, but if he could see see anything inside before we go in.
Let's see. So this is a bad part of town. This wall is definitely thin enough for you to see through. Yeah. So, you not really a perception check needed, so I'm just gonna reveal the first room here. Alright. So you see a long, 4-foot tall steel and glass display case separates a small area of the room to the east from the main shop. You see that there are like analog and powered weapons hanging from hooks and behind cases. A lot of the case also contains cybernetic devices, comm units, technological items, all labeled with significantly marked up price tags to what you guys know they're worth. To the west, a repurposed storage crate serves as a table, flanked by 2 dilapidated velvet armchairs. The table and chairs are positioned in front of a metal rack containing antiquated print books and magazines. Rare sight, but they appear to be falling apart. You can also see that there is a white furred Yosoki with red eyes. Appears to be standing on some sort of step stool so he can see over the counter.
Okay, I kind of relate that to the group.
And you would also you'd be able to see there's a door in the back too.
Okay. And just before I put the specs away, I want to take an X-ray look at MK. I want to see how human they tried to make him. Just out of curiosity.
I feel like it's so esoteric. It's like you look through and it's like this crazy blend of like android cybernetics, but also like little galaxies and like shooting stars from his star form just inside.
What are you doing, Flack?
Nothing.
Just the deadpan voice.
Daisy, Daisy.
Oh my god, it's full of stars. All right.
Holy shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, so you guys have all that intel. I'd say you can see that there's you can go around back too. There's just not supposed to be an actual entrance there. But, maybe you find a way in. Up to you guys.
I say we go through the front door.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how most shops work, I think, right?
Typically,
Sure.
yes. Typically,
okay.
yes. I would agree.
Cool.
I don't know, on the mean streets of Cavertha. You never know.
It's true.
Black will not, however, be going in first.
Okay. Flack does not go in first. You guys make your way inside. You knock. That. Yeah, I love going to a retail store and knocking on the outside. You hear the Yosoki from inside be like, come in. It's
Hey, before we take another step, can we take a 5-minute break?
Yeah, sorry. I was just thinking that as I looked at the clock. Yeah, you guys. What do you guys? We can take a 5-minute, 10-minute. I don't know what you guys need to grab snacks and all that. Up to you.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Take 5. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. All right. For those watching, we'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, I'm back. Cause I gotta say, I was so tempted to have the invisible hacker girl just come up and kill steal from you. Well, all right, cool. I think once Gixie's ready, we'll be good. Oh, you're fine. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's freaking get into it then. All right. Right. So where we go? Yeah. So you guys knock on the front of a retail store, to which the timid worker is like, it's open. Come in. Can I, may I interest you in, you see he is looking down at a script. He's like, may I interest you in some top line cybernetics or weapons? Perhaps.
And I am interested, but
perhaps both. What about we've got some books over there if you want to just sit and have a think about what to buy.
Do you have any transmitters, some amplifier transmitters?
I don't know about any transmitters. You hear like a click of like an intercom. It's like a little like old fashioned intercom on the counter. And you hear, hey, they if they're interested in transmitters, why don't you send them back here? Oh, I thought we weren't supposed to allow anyone. He's like, Nigel, it's fine.
Nigel.
He's like, all right, the boss wants to see you, I guess. He leads over to this door. Do you guys follow him?
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
All right. So
Smashing.
I'm gonna make this guy's art bigger because this is Scuttle.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh,
I fucking love his
looks
art.
straight out of Blade Runner.
Right? It's so good. Like a little hologram.
That's amazing.
So cute.
It's got like
Yeah,
the
like
hologram samurai hat. It's so good.
Oh, I was thinking like a little jellyfish on top of his head.
That's like equally as cute. I do like that as well.
And are those a couple of big old vesks right behind him?
Oh yeah. So the first thing you see is Scuttle, presumably the proprietor of this establishment. He is exactly like you saw. This again, perhaps he's related to Nigel somehow, but like white furred, red eyed Yosoki, just kind of casually leaning back in this chair with a sense, like just giving off like vibes of not caring and being totally secure. And it's easy to see why, because right behind him he has two Vesk, easily 7 feet tall, just like arms crossed in the corners.
Yeesh.
Cool.
So couldn't help but hear you talking to Nigel out there. Are you looking for a transmitter?
We're searching for a more of an amplifying transmitter. We heard there was one around here.
Something like that. That's pretty unique equipment. What makes you think it was anywhere near my shop?
You guys are going to rely on me for this? Okay.
Remember.
You're doing a great job.
I have a -1 charisma, y'all. Okay.
I will stand behind you and mimic the Vesk posture.
One of them like raises like they don't really have eyebrows, but like a scaly ridge above his eye, like kind of raises like okay.
Has to walk into the room because he's taller than them.
Oh, that is true. You do have the height. Yeah, they definitely like Gixie, they're a bit like, all right, and then you kind of like bend down through this wooden door frame and just stand behind, like, oh, okay, this guy's got some muscle. All right, so yeah.
So we've been at Eclipse Innovations, and we found out a little information about some of the apps that they've been working on and some of the software, and that they could be a little dangerous. And so we did know that there are some transmitters around that amplify a signal that gets pushed into the Penumbra app. And we're just wondering if you have one of those on the premises here, and if so, if we could possibly talk you out of it.
So many hard P's in that phrase. Penumbra app. It's so hard to say. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check.
Yeah, guys, this is not good.
You can do it.
I believe in you.
I believe it.
That's
21.
pretty
that's
good,
not bad.
actually.
Right. -1, so 20.
20 is the DC for the first set of things. He kind of leans back a little bit in his chair and opens up a bit. He's like, oh, that's the app from Eclipse Innovations? You know, they were an old business associate of mine from way back.
What kind of business are you in?
You know, Eclipse does a shipment, I show up on the delivery route, some credits change hands, I get fresh tech, Eclipse cashes in on theft insurance, you know, typical mutually beneficial relationship.
Are you
Sounds good.
familiar
Makes
with Keon Reese?
Go ahead and give me a sense motive check as you bring up Reese.
Oof.
On a 26, this guy's like pretty cagey and hard to treat. I'm gonna say on a 26, he looks he doesn't know who Keanu Reeves is. But no. But on the 26, I think you see Scuttle not necessarily look uncomfortable, but looks like he's kind of got a bad taste in his mouth when you mention Reese. He's kind of just like, yeah. But he's just like, yeah, I know Reese. He's in charge now.
Yeah, he is. Go
Sorry.
ahead, MK, sorry.
MK, go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, was he not always in charge?
No. He climbed the rank. It was pretty recently. I mean, you're clearly not from around here, but he was lower down the totem pole until about maybe a year or two ago. Pretty recent in the business world.
You don't seem like you like him.
I don't know. He took the company in some weird directions. They're making apps now? What's that all about?
People like
Well,
apps.
there's an app for
They're
everything.
great. They're really fun. I mean,
What were they doing before?
okay. Yeah.
Good question.
He's like, yeah, look, I'm not surprised you don't know. Before this, they weren't really a publicly traded company. Eclipse was like a washed-up military contractor.
God.
That fits.
They didn't have... I mean, if they were making tech, it was like, at best, substandard rifles, maybe a couple of armor packs. But now Keon Reese swoops in. A couple years later, they're all over the billboards in Kuvakara. They got this app coming out. I don't know. I had a good thing going with Eclipse, and Keon kind of threw me for a loop.
So maybe you want to get back at him a little bit? Knock him down a peg?
Give me one more diplomacy check, as you asked, like you want to knock him down a peg.
Oof.
Motherfucker. We are the worst at this.
No one has any charisma.
He kind of like
I should cast Armed Person on him first.
he kind of like scratches his chin, Twirls his whiskers. He's like, my memory it's not what it used to be. Maybe you could help me think about it a little harder. And he kind of makes like the money gesture, holds out his data pad so you can transfer some credits.
MK mimics it, holding out his own hand and making an awkward money gesture. Is this like a handshake?
He's like,
Actually puts this. No.
he just lowers your hands down.
I think we could come to some kind of arrangement, Scuttle. And I transfer 100 credits.
Ooh.
I thought you were going to pull a grenade out of your cheek.
Well, that's my backup plan.
He looks at his data pad and he's like, maybe you triple that, and then I can tell you what I know.
So, cost.
Yeah, what's cost?
I give him.
Once he asks for more money, I'm gonna transfer money out.
Say that again. You're kind of cutting out. You're gonna transfer more money to him. Oh no.
Hello?
Cost?
I heard like
I get DC and reconnect.
Can't hear. It's just very quiet.
Yeah, it sounds like you're farther away from your mic than you were.
It's probably because it's got to come all the way from LA.
Oh, we disconnected again. Okay. Well, all right. While he's figuring that out, someone else was saying something about when he says the.
Yeah, Scuttle. I kind of like your style. Like I understand things cost money, so yeah, I'll give you another 200. We just really need some information.
Oh, it's a bribe. We're bribing him. Okay, I got there.
Yes.
Not bribing. We're smoothing his attitude so he will help us out.
Oh my God. Dixie
Say-
readjusts her backpack so that the larva can see this and instructs them about what bribes are.
You see, like both of like the super ripped vests. They got like tattoos all over their scales. They just kind of like shake their heads, like, what is this? But that you transfer that, he hits a button on like the armchair, and a bunch of like metal shutters kind of slide down around like the doors and windows. He kind of like looks around like he's expecting a spy. He's like, "All right, look, I got some intel on Kaon and Eclipse. What do you want to know?"
We want to know two things. We would like to know the location of his black site on the dark side of the planet. And we'd also like to know the location of the transmitter amplifier that's in this area so that we can disable it.
Ooh, okay. So he's like, all right, we'll do the easier question first. Look, Kaon took me to the black site about 6 months ago. Thing is, they blindfolded me, put headphones on me. I don't know exactly where it is. I know it's dark, it was cold, and I'm pretty sure most of it wasn't on the planet's surface. It was underground. But you see he clearly well trodden the criminal paths of this city. He's no stranger to all sorts of distasteful things. You see he looks kind of ill, and he's like, "Look, I've been working in the shade all my life, but nothing ever spooked me as bad as that lab where I picked up the goods. There was bodies there. They were gutted, strung up, connected with wires, but they weren't dead." His voice kind of trails off, shudders. He's like, I don't know. It was none of my business.
Gixie covers the sides of the briefcase so the larva can't hear.
Good.
As for
That sounds unsettling.
that's one way to put it. Look, as for the signal, I mean, can I put something to you guys? Do you know what that signal's gonna do?
We did experience a little bit of what it can do when we were on the, what was the name of the resort?
New Elysium.
When we were on New Elysium.
So you guys were like pretty confident you had some of the only footage of that event. You see he holds up that hologram he has in the picture and starts like playing back footage of the Buzzblades, that like sports team killing each other.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
that's about right.
Yeah, I seen it too. Listen, I can tell you about the relays, but you seem like intelligent folk. I assume, like me, we could just stay off the social media for a few days, and, well, disaster is an extremely profitable business. You know?
Unfortunately, 70% of this city have that app and are going to be subject to this signal. I don't know how good business is going to be if everybody is out of control.
Ooh, I'm gonna say yeah. You guys can make another diplomacy check there. Go ahead and add an extra +5 on it, because that's the right thing to come at him with. Check
29.
Nice.
You see the kind of like cocky grin fades on his face a little bit, and he's just like, you know that for sure, 70%.
That's the number.
Hell, Keon's lying to me. That's too much. That's not gonna be profitable.
Absolutely not.
All right, look, you kind of scratches his nose, like you didn't hear this from me. You found it by yourself.
Absolutely.
You see he kind of just like starts going through the crates in this room. And a lot of them are just like clearly illegal shit that he's shipping. Like you can see like bags of like drugs, guns, stuff that he's running. We see one of the crates is like a false front. He kind of like opens the top of it and you realize it's just covering up like a wall connection where the relay is drawing power from the building. That look like what you're looking for? It looks identical to the one you saw in the other place.
That's definitely the one we're looking for.
All right. Look, what's the plan here? These guys are real wired into the transmitters.
What did we decide we were going to do? I forgot. We were going to...
I believe you had hacked the last one, and you had talked about either, like, shutting them all down with a signal or, like, trying to sync up an explosion on all of them.
I think my concern with the synchronized explosion is just, are we sure that we can pull that off, timing-wise?
I think you would, like, it wouldn't be like you wouldn't have to be at separate locations. You were going to try to, like slave all the commands to, like, one data pad and, like, detonate it from somewhere in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that we need to detonate it, but I think if we sync them all to a data pad and we're able to just turn them off, at our convenience when we want to turn them off, I think that would be enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay,
say,
class says it's already set up on the first.
Yeah, I think the first one was set up. Go ahead and if you guys want to get anything out of it, go ahead and make a computers check with this second transmitter.
Oof,
I'm not bad.
21. That's not bad. Let me double check the DC for this one.
Somebody help me out.
Yes.
All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, 36. That'll do. Okay. So you again hack into it. Once again, you find like the final signal kind of triangulates back to the Lizard Lounge. You're very confident it's where you need to go. That being said, now that you have access cost to like 2 of the streams of data coming from 2 terminals at once, or 2 transmitters, excuse me, you begin on a 36 to like sift out like data packets and little bits of information. It's not quite there yet, but you think that combined with what No Name gave you guys, if you could get the final transmitter going through your data pad as well, you might be able to combine those data packets with her data and get the actual coordinates of the black site. All right. Additionally, you guys are gonna get some XP because you talked it through with him and you didn't kill him. All right.
Killing him was an option? Because we have to speak with that.
Him and his Vesk have stats. They're pretty good though.
Yeah, that
Definitely would have been a tough
in this
fight.
tight space, I don't want to get into it with a couple of them.
Oh yeah, they both have strapped to their back those like like the laser Doshko that like the iconic Vesk has in Starfighter.
Yes.
They each have one of those like laser axes on their back.
So awesome.
Yeah, they were ready to throw down in close quarters. Okay, so the equivalent of beating them in combat.
Yeah, well, so is Flat.
Everyone's gonna get 1,600 XP. All right, so yeah, you got this information here. Yeah.
So before we go,
Yes, go ahead.
I would like to pull out of our bag the Piece of the Void drug that we found at Eclipse Innovations, which is worth 6,000 credits. And I pull it out and ask him, hey, I'm looking to unload something that we picked up along the way, and I'm wondering if you'd like to buy this from us.
You kind of hold the bag. He's kind of like getting ready to depart from the establishment out the back door. He's like, "Whoa, is that
Piece of the Void?
Piece of the Void there?
Yeah,
that's some tough shit to come by, kid. Where'd you get that?"
we picked it up along the way.
I mean, yeah, I could. You want me to what? Sell it for you? Run that out?
I just want to see if you want to buy it from us.
Yeah, I'll buy it. Let's say 6,000 credits for that bag there.
I think so. That sounds fair to me.
He like scans the money back over to your data pad. You can see there's like a very greedy light in his eyes as he takes it.
Cool.
Well, pleasure doing business with you after all.
And with you.
Is that substance illicit on Verces?
Oh.
All right, I think it's time to go.
Very illicit.
Shit.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
This is like a designer drug for the rich, basically.
Worst kind.
We definitely don't want to be carrying it around, guys.
It's so great
Call.
because
Good
it
call.
one of the best things it does mechanically is it gives you +4 bonus against fear saves for 2d4 hours, but really it's just because you're like so high and it's a hallucinogen, so you're just like don't know what's going on and don't know to be scared.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that might come in handy later. But, we don't...
Oh, we don't have to sell it. I was thinking that we just didn't want to get caught with stuff on us. We'd get in trouble.
I'm not going to argue with $6,000.
Will you talk to the cops?
Yeah, I mean,
For some reason, I thought I was lawful neutral, and I just checked, and I am not.
Okay, so do you guys need to purchase anything else while you're here? They've got like, you can tell it's very overpriced, but there's a lot of shit here.
I think Gixie's figured out that none of this is child safe, so we're just gonna tootle on along.
Oh, for sure. The sockets in here, they're not even like have child plugs on them. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god, if my kids had fingers, they would be in such danger.
If my kids had fingers. All right. Hell yeah.
I mean, if they're small enough, they could just crawl straight in.
Oh no!
But they're in the briefcase, so they're fine.
That's so
Exactly.
bad. That's so bad. All right. Do you guys have any more questions for him or anything, or Nigel out front before you make your way back to the city transport system to get to the Lizard Lounge?
MK waves at Nigel as we leave.
Hell yeah. Okay. So you guys, I'm actually going to place your tokens. You're going to be arriving just inside the club. All right. The Lizard
By the way, everyone, I noted in the loot channel that everybody gets 1,200 credits.
Hell yeah. Making money.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys head over to the Lizard Lounge. You see it is located on the 13th story of the Apex building, a skyscraper in Kuvakara's south facet, which is the entertainment district, basically. This flashy nightclub is owned by an enterprising Vesk immigrant, and you know that it is a local hotspot popular with partygoers on both sides of the law. As you guys, you say like the as a joke, but that's absolutely what you're hearing. Very quietly, then you kind of like bouncer lets you through the doors. They swing open, and we find ourselves in the club. I'm gonna reveal where you guys are at. All right,
So,
guys are coming in over here. And one second, I'm just gonna read the description of the room, and then we'll go from there. You see two circular bars made from a hard green acrylic glass stand on either side of an open dance floor. A bass rhythm thrums as a sea of patrons moves to the beat. To the east and west of the dance floor, blue leather couches positioned around tables made of the same blue acrylic offer more private places to relax, though the music's volume makes conversation difficult. What do you guys do as you go through the club? Cost, you ping that. A little bit of extra money gets transferred out of Scuttle's account and into yours. Good old hacktivists. All right. Yeah. So you guys got this whole club over here. Distribute some extra cash. Golden.
Oh, it's a Vesk Lizard Lounge. I get it. Wow.
Did you actually just put that together?
I just now put that together.
Actually,
How-
did not
Like
until you
such an
said it.
idiot.
So
Because all I can think of when I think of Lizard Lounge is the club that used to be in Dallas.
Oh right,
you know?
yeah, you mentioned that on the last episode. Yeah, you look. There's like Vesk bouncers like everywhere.
Flat goes up to the bar, sits down, and orders a drink.
All right, you. Which bar are you going to? South Bar or North Bar?
I'm gonna go to the South Bar. It looks a little cozier.
All right. As you walk by there, you can see that like this green area over here. That's basically a giant glowing curtain. It appears to be blocking off like a VIP section.
Okay. Do I notice anything? I don't know. Anybody in the? There's people in here, I assume, right?
Oh yeah. The description was saying, like this whole club is like packed with people dancing.
Yeah. Anybody? It might be hard with it being so packed, but is anybody kind of clocking us as we come in?
Go ahead, and I'll say, assuming the rest of you guys are looking around as well and not just like busting it down on the dance floor. Go ahead and make a perception check. Anyone who wants to can do that.
Well, actually, MK is enthralled by the music, and the lights and the circuits running all over his body begin thrumming in time with the beat. As he steps out onto the dance floor and starts cutting it up.
You see like these three like rich like debutantes basically, like clearly, you know, they're out with daddy's like black card. But one of the guys is like, yo, this guy he's going to the beat. He pulls out some like piece of the void drug and just like snorts it in front of you.
Cool.
I'm not afraid.
You maybe should be.
Yeah, so let's see. We got the 33. Zashi, not as much on the 9. You start to just like try to like, you're like, oh, that dance move is kind of like this combat move. You start like throwing out like combat moves in time to the beat. There's definitely a lot of people like, oh, that's a lot of people start like clapping, you know, they're very impressed. On a 33 Flack. So I'm gonna say you get kind of a peek through some gaps in that curtain. You see that the VIP area is essentially like a private balcony overlooking like the glittering streets of Kuvakara, you know, hundreds of feet below. It's got all these like exotic plants. You see that there are just these like way nicer couches in here around like an actual glass table, like crystal, not this like weird acrylic that everyone else has. And sitting at this table, you see two people. I'm gonna put their images on the map, and then you can make a culture check to see if you recognize them, Flack. Let me rotate this guy around. I'm gonna make his picture bigger so you get a good look. You see this guy?
Do I get to add my criminal underworld check extra to this?
You do on him. You won't on the girl that I'm about to put.
Okay.
So I'll say you can make, basically like same roll, but you add the bonus to one and not the other.
So it's a 30 for the +5, and so 25 for the other.
Okay. So 30 on the guy, and on this lady, it is a 25. I'll put it back down here. See, they're kind of just sitting on one of the couches right now. All right. So we'll start with the guy with that culture check of 30. Let's see. Sorry, I scrolled right by that page there. All right. So you see that this guy if this is a male Damia Lashunta. His name is Sylvine, and with that criminal underworld check, you know that he is a local escort who caters to exceptionally wealthy clientele. Known for his discretion and demure manner, as well as physical grace.
He's a Lashunta, you said?
Yeah, he's Lashunta. All right. And then, sorry, my PDF's just lagging a little bit right now. How much? LOL. Very pricey. The next person you see over there, that is Neva Kvetsaka. She is a local Verthani singer and celebrity. Her latest album, Sensation, is like this crazy blend of like synth pop and like Vesk beats. Her music videos have inspired several new fashion and makeup trends as of late. In fact, like the music playing in the club right now is like a remix of one of her songs. She is like the biggest music star right now.
What was her name again?
First name is Neva, Neva. Last name Kvetsaka. I'll put the whole thing in the chat in a second.
Oh my god, they're famous?
Oh, I would think your character, like, you haven't spotted them yet. That was just Flack at the moment. But if you saw her, you would instantly know who she is because you're more of a local than they are.
Oh my god.
And then as you're like you clock that Flack, you kind of stay for a drink for a second. You see coming out of this back door over here. I see it says like employees only on it. You see a tall, elderly Vesk woman. You think she is kind of almost in like the venerable stage of life. She's flanked by a couple more of the bouncers, but let me get her image. That's not the right one. Just has this like crazy like blue patterning on her scales, like a yellow V on her head. You're very confident this is the owner as she walks back, kind of smoking this like crazy cigar that's billowing out bright pink smoke. She begins to converse with them as well. So that is the intel you kind of score really quick. You guys do still all have your comms on you, and I will say, even though the music is so loud, it's hard to hear each other without shouting. You can still just like text each other. So what do you do?
Dance.
Just keep dancing.
Yeah, Gixie's gotten out her party hat. She's joined her new friends. She feels like this is a great way to get to know people.
Hell yeah. You love to see it.
Me and my 9 perception see no reason to do anything else.
People around. Okay. Hell yeah. So, Flock, do you tell anyone that what's going on over there, or do you want to try and like sneak onto the balcony so you can kind of sneak up like behind this couch through the curtain? Up to you. Those are your kind of your options at the moment.
And then roll a grenade under there.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. No, not just yet. I think I want to group text everybody and let them know what I've seen.
Okay, yeah, you ping everybody.
And then, after I do that, then I might just casually kind of walk to the other side of the bar with my drink.
Okay.
You said that there's a balcony. It kind of goes up here.
No, so like the balcony is what's behind the curtain. That's like the VIP area is the balcony. If that makes sense.
Okay, so I think what I'd like to do is engage my cloaking device.
Okay. I
just kind of wait for a moment where nobody's kind of paying attention to me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, the bartender would be like the one that's most looking at you, and like immediately, you know, someone's like getting their attention from the other end of the bar and like ordering shots for their friend. So you pretty easily you can find a quick moment to activate.
MK can create a distraction if you want.
Well, let me think about this for just a second because I have. What do I have? I have that listening thing, don't I?
I believe you guys do have.
Let me look at something real quick.
I'm trying to remember what the item is, but you do have something that lets you listen from like a distance.
I think MK has that, but I
the
have
broad spectrum.
Yeah.
No, I don't have. Yeah, I don't have what I thought I had. Yeah, no. So what I'll do is I'll activate it, and I just want to sort of get up, I guess, over here behind the couch.
Okay.
And it only lasts it only lasts for a minute, so I'm really only kind of using this to get into position.
Okay. So you kind of text people like you're going over there to like get ready, essentially. So go ahead and give me a stealth check with the balcony. We're gonna get give me 3 perception checks. One of them rolled a 19, which would have been enough for the other person to see you, but they didn't roll in the right order. So they seem kind of unaware for now.
Okay.
So I guess you message people that you're back there. What's everyone else doing as Koss kind of like as Flack like sends this message that he's like in position. And then I'll kind of tell you, Flack, if there's anything you overhear.
Okay.
Well, at least Gixie, for one, has been looking through the internet and sending everybody fan pages about Neva, so that they're all educated about her background and discography.
Yeah, you're like, these are her latest hits. You have to know them.
Exactly, and I'll know them in order and everything. I'll tell them her favorite color. I'll be like, okay, I just Googled it. Her favorite drink is this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna go get her favorite drink, and I'm gonna wait outside, and then I'm gonna be ready for it when she comes out because, like, wouldn't it be cool if we like double stream? It's great. All right, go, good to go.
This guy.
So Flack's dip keeps buzzing in his pocket.
Oh yeah,
he's getting the notifications.
It's definitely not like one long text. It's like a few words every time for like 15 texts.
Absolutely, yes, precisely.
Okay, so you're prepping. You run to the bar, start prepping that drink.
Yeah.
Flack, you're like kind of behind that couch area, right? Yeah, over there. All right, MK, what are you doing? So I guess,
Yeah, I'm just getting nuts out here.
Just going nuts, okay. So good. Koss, Zashi, any just going nuts, or are we approaching the balcony? You start doing the most insane fucking flips and shit on the dance floor. Like, you see, like, this whole... Let me get the ruler. Like, they clear this whole lane on the carpet, and are like clapping as you just do like 3 back handsprings.
Straight into the best robot anyone has ever seen.
You see that same guy again, who's like still high from the piece of the voyage, is like, "This is great. No one's ever gonna die. We'll all live forever."
Oh god.
Hey, buddy.
One of his friends is like, Chad, are you good? Like, you're all
Dude,
good.
calm down, bro.
I would like to... the green thing is a wall?
It's like just a really fancy curtain. It's like if you took a curtain and filled it with LED strips.
Okay. I'm gonna come casually hang out over here, just knowing that Flack is somewhere on the other side, feeling, I'll just be nearby.
Hell yeah, makes sense to me. Alright, so as you guys are kind of posted up in these spots, Flack, go ahead and give me a perception check, because while you are next to them, the club music is still pretty loud. Okay, 18. Alright. So the first thing I'll say you hear on an 18 is the old Vesk woman kind of like takes a drag on her cigar, blows out that pink smoke again, and she's just like, "Listen, if we could sign some sort of exclusivity contract, Neva, I promise you would recoup your money rather quickly. I know you're a bit short on cash at the moment." Neva kind of like, it's hard to see, but like, I'll tell you now, she kind of like pouts, turns to Sylvine and is just like, "Did you tell her that?" He's like, "Look, I'm me. Discretion is my watchword, but I know it's not really my place, Neva, but she might be right. This could be a way to dig yourself out of this hole. Look, I don't need any help digging myself out of anything, all right?" You hear that last part like pretty clearly, and after that they kind of like shush her, and the conversation becomes unable to hear it at that point.
Okay, am I able to? Is there like this couch that I'm behind, or this seating area?
Yeah.
Is it sort of up off the ground? Like I could put something underneath it, or is it all the way on the ground?
These ones are off the ground. So like the ones in the club are like kind of, flush with the ground and bolted to it for like just they don't want the drunk people moving them. But these are like the fancier couches. Like these were moved in here. They're on like these lovely like gilded wooden feet. So you absolutely can put something underneath.
Okay, what I'd like to do is take out. I have an extra data pad.
Okay.
It's just a Mark One. It's one of the older ones that I've been carrying around for a while.
Sure.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to just set it up as a recorder that then sends me the recording onto my regular data pad.
So, question then: are you trying to get it to like record something and then send the file, or are you listening to it live?
Now that you asked that question, I think I would like to listen to it live.
Okay, yeah, I'd say
so it'll come in. It'll come in through my earpiece, my comm.
Yeah, you can pretty like you kind of set it up like you just set up a call with that data pad under like an old number.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do that, and are you like slipping back out of the?
Yeah.
Area?
Then I'd like to go ahead and re-engage my cloaking device and try and sneak out.
Okay. Yeah. Give me one more stealth check, and they're gonna see if they spot it. Whoa, that's so stupid. No!
Wow,
I was about
that's my
to say.
max.
I was about to fucking say the pop star got a nat 20, but both
Don't even matter.
Yeah, you also got a nat 20 and are way higher than her perception. So I'm gonna say tie goes to you there with those 20s.
Dope.
I was about to say like that would be like I was like this is crazy. The fucking pop star is like, oh my god, is that a fucking rat in the corner? What is that?
That's offensive.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's racist. Yeah, so I just go out and I turn off my my cloaking device and I stand next to Zashi and I don't know, clink a glass. I guess we're having drinks, right?
Yeah, you grab like the nearest fucking like drink that a waiter's carrying, like definitely not meant for you, but you're so stealthy, you're just like, oh, this is mine now. Take a sip.
Yoink.
All right. So, if that's the case, I'm gonna say, Flack, give me a computer's check to see if you can kind of like, did you set up the mic with like some noise cancellation like we have on Discord, like that kind of thing? How well can you hear these people? Okay, 26. Okay, you're definitely you'll hear some more details than what you previously heard.
Cool.
Okay. Ooh, okay. So you hear them like whispering about this again, and she's like, "Look, it's not a bad investment, okay? He told me that like 70% of the population already downloaded it. It's my money's in the right place." The old Vesk is like, "Listen, Neva. This is about more than a contract with me. There's something off about that Reese man. You've been working here for years. I want to be straight with you. Something's up with him and his company. Come on, Sylvine, I know she's hired you for the evening, but back me up here." Sylvine's like, "Look, I don't like to talk about former clients. Keon Reese," you see, like, you hear him kind of just like loudly sigh. "Look, Mr. Reese did hire me a while back, but you know what? I gotta get this off my chest, okay? I'm telling you this because I need to tell it to someone. 6 months ago, I got a call from my agent. She said she had like a special assignment for me. I couldn't believe someone like Keon Reese would. This is when I was just starting out as an escort. You see, I couldn't believe he would hire someone like me. He's smart, he's gorgeous. Not to mention he's one of the richest men in the city. And all the data feeds on the infosphere, he seemed like the loveliest man. Spends all that money on charity, helps set up that home for those orphans. He took me to this, ritzy hotel out in the Shard district, and I guess he just didn't want me. At first I thought he didn't want me to take me home. That might be embarrassing for him. But when he took off his shirt, there were these marks all over his skin. Like scars, like someone had cut him up bad. I tried to play it cool, but he caught me staring. He said that's why he hired me. He wanted me to hurt him. Look, this is my job, and I'm not embarrassed about what I do, but everyone has their kinks, but this was beyond that. When he started bringing out these weird knives, I told him time was up. And then if anything, it got weirder. He seemed a bit disappointed. And at first I thought he was mad that I was ending our session early. But then I looked at his eyes and he was crying. I tried to take a step forward, but he pushed me away and he said, "One day I would be enlightened like him." I went to the bathroom to compose myself, but then I heard him talking to someone. I thought maybe he just picked up a call on his comms, but I looked out, his comm set was on the table, and he was looking into the mirror on the wall, but it wasn't Reese who was staring back. It was this woman. She was disfigured, scarred all over like him, but times 100. Her hands looked kind of like claws, and just seeing her, God, makes me feel cold just thinking about it. He called her Dr. Gregant. He said soon our worlds will meet and everyone will know the true joy of pain. Luckily, he didn't see me. I don't think he knows that I heard that, but I left after that. But come on, Neva, you gotta let the club fund you now. Boss Zernala, she's your only way out. You can't get in deeper with Reese. After that, you hear they kind of they lapse into silence for a bit.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I mean, welcome. This is the horror campaign they made for Starfinder. It's
Amazing.
It gets scarier as it goes along, for sure.
Oh, I'm listening live, but I'm recording it, right? So
yeah, I'd say you could record the call.
I clip that real quick and I send it to everybody.
Which part do you clip specifically?
All of it.
Okay, yeah, everyone gets an audio file on their data pad. You kind of can start listening to it with an earpiece and hear that whole fucking thing.
You can see Zashi's face is standing next to Flack as she listens to it. What?
It's a freak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gixie's blinking a lot.
Can Gixie blink?
Yeah. I mean, she blinks by licking her eyes, but it's fine. She blinks.
Is that a blink? Is that a blink?
Yeah. What? That's not how you work. What?
I don't know if that counts.
I don't know. I guess it does serve a similar purpose. It clears your eyes.
I'm not an entomologist, but
that's fucking something for sure. Okay.
I don't know what to do with this information. I'm kind of freaked out right now.
yeah, MK is going to take a break from dancing for a minute. This has kind of ruined his vibe, so he's going to go get a drink.
All right, yeah, you guys go grab a drink. Everyone, go ahead and give me an intelligence check, just a flat roll. Flack, you guys have already heard about Dr. Gregant.
I thought that sounded familiar, but I couldn't remember.
Dr. Gregant was supposedly on staff at the marketing distribution center you guys went to. But she was working in that weird lab in the back that had a bunch of blood on it. She was also, at the time, I believe you guys said in that episode that like you think maybe like they like disappeared her or something, because her whole file, like, it doesn't have any personal information like all the other employees did that you hacked. It was like name, Dr. Gargant, like education, redacted, address, redacted, all that, like all the way through. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, do we think we can get more information from these, or at least something about where the next repeater is located?
Well, we think it's on the premises, right?
You guys are, especially after the second repeater that you guys found, you're very positive it's on the premises.
Okay.
Pretty much the only places you haven't been entirely physically is like behind the north bar, just like, I don't know, maybe it's in the bar. You haven't, except for Flack, you haven't really explored the whole balcony, and then no one's been in the employees only section.
That's
which is
probably where.
through this door over here. No perception check needed. It's pretty clearly labeled.
Do we want to try to sneak in there, or try to talk to this Vesk who seems to be in charge of the place?
Well, she didn't seem like she cared
does-
much for Kaon Reese or the company, so I'm thinking she may be an ally. Somebody with some charisma should probably talk to her.
Any of us got any of that?
Do we know anyone with some of that?
I mean, you could hire Neva. She's got some charisma.
There you go.
Get her to do what is it? Get her to do a cameo on the app.
Yes.
Yes. Look, Gixie already got her a drink. She's not gonna like just drink that on her own. So.
Koss, I think that
You're
makes
just
you the
still
one with the
standing there
highest
with her.
charisma.
Is that really the highest charisma? That's fucking incredible.
I'm a flat 10.
I am also a 10. Because don't forget, even though she has a social media presence, she still, as I said, licks her eyeballs. So.
So I don't know if you guys remember, but I got that cold-blooded manifestation.
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
So that, not only do I have a 10 charisma, I have a -1 because of that.
Oh, okay.
Woof.
I have a 12. I guess I thought that was really bad.
You and Koss are the face now.
The face and the muscle.
Hey-o. Well, the face
He's
has
the wild
muscles,
card.
so that works out really well. Crushed it.
God damn it. All right. Cool. All right. So, yeah. What's the final move? How are you guys? Do you want to try to approach with Koss? Do you want to try to just kind of boldly go through the curtain?
I mean, we could sort of stumble through and just be like, "Oh, we didn't know this was VIP. Ooh, where's a wristband?"
We should play dumb.
Yeah.
Maybe go in like you have a purpose.
Koss?
I mean, I have a slight following, so we could go in like that.
That is true. Yeah, you could try to go through like that. I'll say.
Do you know who this is? This is Go See Geeks.
I'll say if that's the case, spin the horn. Go ahead and ask, or yeah, I'll say you can kind of follow him in. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check, Koss, and we'll say it'll be a +4 modifier from Gixie's like social media presence. So 18. That is gonna be enough. So I'm gonna roll actually a check here for. For that is enough to convince her, because as you come in, the old Vesk, this is Boss Zernala. She frowns at you and she goes, You're from the Celosia, aren't you?
Yup.
Thanks to some of your disruptions, a cousin of mine was able to get free from Aslanti prison. Would have had the rest of his life as a slave. You guys did good work.
Thank you. We try.
Look, the rest of is your crew here? Bring them in.
So that's a no to the game of spin the horn. Okay.
She chuckles like, I'm a little old for that.
All right, so we go in. We're invited in.
Ah, cat, why? Don't use your claws. Cat's just standing behind me. All right.
Wow.
Cox tilts his head out, waves you in, and just pops back in.
Plop. All right. So yeah, you guys head in there. To what do I owe the pleasure? The crew of the Celosia and you see the pop star is like, oh, I've seen that bug before. You run that like mommy blog, right?
I do. Oh my gosh, I do. And I really enjoy your music. Some of it's very inspirational. You know, young people need good role models. And I mean, no one models partying better than you. And I just think it's really inspirational. I got you a drink.
Like, is that a Trilaxian cocktail?
Oh my God, yes, it is.
Oh my God. Can you bring it over here, please?
Yes, obviously. Absolutely. Okay.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as you hand her the drink.
Absolutely. Okay, that is going to be. I rolled on my physical dice. Is
You're
that
good.
okay?
You're fine.
Okay.
We'll set up your sheet for next time. It's okay.
Perfect. It'll be a 21.
Okay. You hand her the drink in one hand, and unfortunately don't see in the other hand that she pulls out a rather compact elite. If anyone had been able to see it, basically, if you've been able to see it, a semi-auto pistol.
Oh, fun!
Summons into her hand, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry about this, but like, I'm gonna have to take you all out." And she's gonna roll to
for another drink, or like,
she is gonna shoot you point blank. That is a
Oh my God.
26.
Wait.
What the hell just happened?
It's a 26 to hit KAC. Does that hit?
I'm gonna overload it. I'm gonna overload the gun.
You haven't seen it yet. Also, it's a mechanical gun, so I don't know that you can overload it.
So this is the place where it's a little awkward because I have not leveled up my personal armor to match Gixie's level 10 yet.
I would say what class are you again?
I'm a mechanic, and I have the armor prototype specialty. Yeah, which gives me all kinds of, like, I can wear armor that's way above my level. So currently, my KAC is 25. So 25? That's at level 4, my KAC was 25.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Okay, so she had...
So I can say that she was wearing her old prototype if you want, because this is my fault for not...
I mean, even if it was, like, 25, it's... you are... Get out of here, cat. He's, like, hitting my dice. You were caught flat-footed, which in Starfinder is just a flat -2. So her 24, you're 25. It goes down to 23.
Yeah, which, like I said, it would technically be higher if I had leveled properly, but since I didn't, I can take that penalty today and just say that Gixie, this is her casual armor. She left her real one at home.
That's not her dress armor.
Exactly.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this so you guys can see. That is gonna be. You take 44 damage as a pistol slug just slams into your gut.
Okay,
we're going to immediately go into initiative.
That is less than ideal.
What the shit?
She's an operative.
Okay, and I take that out of HP. Or out of
stamina first. Yeah, stamina first
okay.
and then HP.
Oh, we're fine. I have 70 stamina points. We're good.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna. It would have been very hard for her to down you on even if she crit.
Nice. That's good. All right. Well, they say never meet your heroes, right?
It might gut shoot you.
All right, let's see.
Or-
What did you get, Flack?
25-12.
Hell yeah! I beat Flack for once, solely because I also used an operative. Oh my god. All right, let me. Gixie got a 10. Those guys were from the last fight. I think that's everybody rolled in. Yeah, we should be good. All right. So she's gonna go first. Let me just double check this one ability she has. Okay. All right. So she is gonna keep that pistol in her hand. Sorry, the PDF is being very weird today. So she kind of like pulls the green, which she now realizes is a wig, off of her head. Has very close cropped brown hair underneath. And she's like, oh my god. Oh my god. You have no idea how annoying it was to do that for days waiting for you guys.
God damn it.
And she is going to immediately... she kind of like pulls the pistol back and just like military style. She already fired one at our new party member, at Gixie, and then just like one to MK, one to Flack.
Wait, so like this wasn't ever the pop star? Oh no,
this was not the pop star.
Oh well, good. Then I haven't met my. Okay, thank God. Okay.
Oh no, yeah,
this is the assassin.
The actual pop star is just psychotic.
You never know.
I mean, honestly, yeah, possible. Okay, so on the one on MK, that is going to be 24 against KAC.
Yeah.
And then, oh my god, that's going to be a crit on Flack. But it's just the first attack that gets triggered. No, she has to do the stealth check first.
She has to do a stealth
Oh,
check.
so I get the trick attack. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you guys are level 10, which effectively a level is CR 1 less, so CR 9. So she needs to exceed a 29. Oh my god, yeah, she for sure does. I don't know why I even did that math in my head. She definitely does. Okay, so first shot is a regular hit, but has the trick attack. Then the one on you, Flack, is a crit, but it doesn't have the trick attack.
Okay.
So first is going to be... this is on MK. It's 41 damage.
Oh.
And then on Flack, it's going to be 66 plus 20 for 38 on Flack.
Good grief.
Oh, it's rough.
Did you say 30?
38, baby.
38?
Yeah, that was without her. I mean, that was a crit, to be fair. All right. So she's taken a turn. She's taken off her wig now. Anyone who wants to, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Damn.
MK, honestly, wild. This pop star is crazy. On a 30, and on a 24, Gixie, you are like shot in the gut. Your armor absorbs most of it because just stamina damage, and you're like, this isn't my idol, or like not like the pop idol I know. This isn't mine, Neva. And
Yeah, that's right. She's truly for never now. So that's it.
you begin to notice things. You realize that she has like the black Verthani eyes, right? They're contacts. It's like a whole eye contact to turn it all black.
Wow. She could really start a beauty blog. That's a very convincing look.
I'm gonna say on a 30, Flack, you notice like almost invisible. This was like masterful craftsman type work. There are tiny silvery lines on different spots in her face. She has had very advanced plastic surgery done.
Wow.
But that is her turn. Next up, we are going to have Flack.
So I'll use my move action to engage my cloaking field, and I will take a shot at her. I guess I'm going to use my Corona laser pistol.
Okay.
Does 21 hit her?
21. That will. Sorry, let me double check. I think I'm thinking of her KAC. 21 will not hit her EAC. You see her Corona pistol. It kind of burns through that like pink dress. You see she's wearing like very thin like Kasatha woven thread armor underneath.
Okay, well that was pretty ineffectual. I guess that's my turn.
She's like, look, I planned this for a long. God, it's so. She's like, sorry guys, sorry. It's hard to affect that accent for so long. Bam, bam, bam. Starts firing her pistol again. All right, that is gonna be MK.
Okay. I think MK doesn't like any of this, and he wants to stop. So he points a finger at her and commands her to stop moving. And she'll need to make a will save to resist hold person. DC 19.
Will save DC 19. All right, this could just take her out of the fight. I'm gonna roll this on roll 20 really quick. I'll tell you right now, she has a plus 13 to will.
Jesus.
So this is possible, but not statistically likely. Just barely resists. Hey. Stop. No one. You shouldn't bring spells to a firefight. All right.
And I'm just gonna snip out of that corner.
In that case, it is Koss. Koss, what's the move here? I'm eager to see what chicanery. Oh, you're gonna grapple her. All right. Go ahead and move.
Nice.
This is like a fucking very small table. You can easily hop over that. Yeah, go ahead and give me one of your melee attack rolls. You're trying to beat her KAC +8. It's possible. You could do it. It's close, but no cigar. She you go to get her in a bear hug. She slips down underneath your guard and is out of the way. Any bonus actions? All right. Zashi, that is you.
Okay. I'm gonna jump over the sofa.
Hell yeah. I'll say no check needed. You just fucking vault over that shit.
Yeah. Can I stand there even though I kind of like knock the table out of the way?
Oh,
I don't care about
you just
it.
like kick it out of the way, go sliding
Yeah.
out under the curtain.
I'll try the same thing Cautious did. Try to grapple. So just a
Okay.
regular attack?
Yeah, just do your, like, not a full attack, just do a regular attack.
I'm all wrestling.
Not quite. She's kind of like ducking and swaying between you guys as you make these moves. She's like, guys, this really isn't necessary. Just lay down and die, and this will all be over. Gixie.
Okay, so don't like this. The kiddos are in danger, so first things first, spending that action to, once again, get that shield up.
Shield activates on your arm.
Yep, and this is just so you know, I do spend the resolve point to do that, as technically you can only do that once per day, except mine, with my mechanical trick, will allow me to do that. So.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, so that's all I'm doing, and it's going to give me 24 additional temporary hit points.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, you kind of like got that, like nothing really wounded you because it's just stamina, but you got like that gut shot in your armor, and you immediately just back up, go on the defensive.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that, and then I think, let me double check.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I can't remember if this is a bonus action or not.
You're fine.
You can go on without me. I think that's fine.
Okay. If you think of it, or like if it seems like a bonus action, let me know.
I'll ping.
All right. So it is back to her turn. She's like, come on, we really don't need this. And she like pulls out, she has a hideaway limb, a quick draw one like you do, MK. Flicks out this like little, it's called an ultra thin switchblade. It's like, this is honestly, like, we don't need to be doing this. Just look, trust me, it's gonna be way better for you if you die now. Alright, so let's see. I just gotta double check one of her feats because I haven't used it in a while. But he's like, you know, it is always important though. Gotta remember to take out the caster. She is gonna use a special. She's gonna use a feat spring attack, and is gonna move past all of you, which won't trigger any attacks of opportunity. And is gonna make a trick attack on you, MK, as she tries to like shank you with the switchblade.
The worst.
That is going to be just one attack because she moved into the jump attack. That is going to be 30 to hit KAC.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, so they're not playing around. Okay, so it's going to be plus. And then let's see if she makes the stealth check she still has to do, because she can do a trick attack as part of a spring attack, it says. That'll work. She just drives it up under your ribs for 38. That is gonna be her turn. Since it's the top of the order, you see the escort just fucking dips. However, the older Vesk, she like takes a draw on the cigar again, like flicks the butt just over the balcony in open space. She's like, keep her busy. I'm gonna go call the police. And she's gonna take a move action to start heading toward the back room.
Like this.
Alright. Then it is back to Flack.
Okay. I will do my triple attack. Starting with my trick attack.
Okay, yeah, go for the stealth roll.
For about as bad as it gets for 34.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
All right, well, I'll still take my triple attack. So
that's a skill check, right? Not an attack roll. So
I think it is, but I think we like had the decision a while ago. There was like, if it's an at one, we'll fail it, just because otherwise he literally will never fail again.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, is it really good if you pass that one?
The stealth one? That's what's giving him the trick attack damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get all that
Passes it,
extra
though,
damage.
would it be really, really helpful if you had another chance to roll?
God damn it.
Ah.
I didn't understand at first, but it just clicked.
That's what I'm asking. Would you like to re-roll?
I would love to reroll.
Excellent, because my reaction of communalism will allow you to.
I knew it was going to be a fucking reaction. This is karma for playing a divination wizard. This is straight karma. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
There is the trick attack damage. I was proven wrong. However, let's see if it hit though. Does it have to be the first attack, or is it the first attack that hits her gets trick attack?
It's the first attack. Because I think when we talked about it, it was because my cloaking field only once I fire the first time, I'm kind of more, you can see me. So,
that is not going to be able to hit her EAC until the final attack, so we still won't get flak attack. She takes 8 damage. Looks largely unhurt.
I feel so useless.
MK, you are face to face with some kind of crazy assassin, maybe?
Yeah, and all of my spells are will saves. So that's fun.
She's a willful lass. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna say if you guys want to, especially if you have the criminal, background checks, if you want to make a culture check, you could try to see if you have heard of an assassin that goes to these lengths with these disguises.
Can I do that as like a swift action?
I'll say you can do it as a free action, just a culture check.
Fuck.
You just got stabbed. You're a little distracted. Understandable. Flak
Trying
though.
to stuff my circuits back.
Flak, you're like rapidly going through like, okay, it's not this person, it's not this person. You narrow it down. This is an assassin named Alexi Troya. She is renowned for her disguises and will appear as damn near anyone that she can. And one thing that hasn't come into play yet that this check will tell you, she is also notorious for using those same injectors that inject the healing serum to inject poison into people. She is deeply expensive and a very good assassin. And all those other facts.
Well, good for her. But as a swift action, MK clicks the null void space in his hand, reaches in, pulls out a spell gem, crushes it up, and rips a fat rail of haste. And casts haste on the party.
Oh, you harness the latent power of that gem. Boom! A burst of starlight washes over all of you guys as you are hasted.
Ooh.
Mean.
Now that's hardly fair, don't you think?
Eat shit and die.
You first. She goes for the stab again.
God damn it.
Alright, that is gonna be Koss going up next. Let's see. Where's my... There it is. Alright.
So I think haste is a little different in Starfinder than 1E, I think.
Yeah.
Basically, it looks like you can move and still make a full attack action. It seems like it just gives you an extra move action.
Okay.
Oh.
It also increases your speed by 30 as well.
Yeah.
also affects the creature's jump distance. Holy shit. All right. Sorry, Koss, you were typing. What did you want to do?
So I essentially have 2 move actions now.
Well, when taking a full attack, you can also take a separate action in order to move.
Yes.
So you could move and still make a full attack. Is how
Okay.
I'm reading
This
that.
doesn't affect me right now.
All right.
You will
Cool.
combat check, and then use a resolve point to shoot with his laser.
Hell yeah. Left eye glows, right eye powers up, beam fires out at her. It just gets absorbed into that same, like, bodysuit she's got underneath her armor. She's like, listen, I'm telling you now, this is gonna be way, way better than if they have to send a Vigdis after you. And when she says that, you guys do make that connection, like you're saying, oh, like, this is the assassin. This isn't the assassin. This is Alexi. A Vigdis was the sniper you're looking for. So this is someone new.
Who is hiring all these assassins to kill us?
I can think of a few people.
I'll bet you can.
All right, Zashi.
Alright, gonna step up to her again, but I only need to be this far away, because I'm gonna stab at her with my cryopike.
That is very true. Alright, go ahead. And you're hasted, so you can still do a full attack if you want.
But then I take, isn't it a -4 to each?
Yeah, it's -4 to each. So up to you. If you want to just do one attack at a higher bonus, that's fine as well.
Yeah.
That will most assuredly do it.
Yes.
You crack her on the back of the head.
I will tell her that it's gonna be really easy for her, because she's gonna be dead.
Ew.
Ooh, that's bold talk from someone with their back to a balcony. Gixie.
I am forgetting that that's a balcony. I thought it was just a wall.
Oh, it's
I
like
was thinking,
it's like
actually.
hundreds of feet down.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Uh,
Oh, is Gixie Minnesotan?
Oh no, sometimes I do that for fun. It's just sorry.
No, you're fine. I lived in Minnesota for 4 years, so I
Yes,
can
well,
appreciate making fun of it.
I have a fair amount of North Dakotan relatives, you see.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is let's see. You know what? Gixie doesn't like this, so she's just gonna fiddle with the because he didn't upgrade her weapons either, with the casual arc pistol that's on her hip right now. And she's just gonna go ahead and, as she fiddles with it, overcharge it and try to pop her.
Go
Try
for
to
it.
pop her in the face. Great. And that will be a 10 now. Nice. 26 to hit.
That does hit her EAC, yeah.
Excellent.
Now we're getting some hits in.
Well, don't get too excited.
Oh, yeah?
It's 7 points of damage.
You, like, electricity kind of crackles over her suit, like she like kind of jerks a little bit. She's like, all right, this is really getting annoying.
Yes, well, Gixie fiddles more with her gun during that. Like, well, just you know, you did this first. You started this.
Look, just let me kill one of you. At least I'll get some of the money.
I mean, I feel like you don't exactly know how this kind of works. Like, this isn't. We do not consent to this. So that's it.
All right, that is back to her turn. What is he gonna do here? You know what's truly crazy? You think I would know this because of Flack? Forgot that she also has triple attack. So that being said, is triple attacks for melee and range, right?
It's melee or just small arms.
Melee or small arms.
Yeah.
All right, she is going to try and triple stab MK. First, stealth check. That'll do it. Next is all 3 attacks. All right. First one to hit, that is going to be 24.
Yeah.
Next is 19. Is that still a hit?
Oh, no. Shit. No, actually, that's a miss.
Okay. And then finally is a... Oh, yeah, it's like a 28, so that'll do it.
God damn.
Okay, so this is going to be... God, this is a lot. Okay, so we got... Math. Okay.
Math finder.
For real. You take an even 50.
Okay.
And as that happens, she kind of like is like over her shoulder pointing the gun at you guys, and she's like, "I'll be with you in a second." That is her turn. Flack, that's you. You see MK is well past stamina now, and various like colorful ichors are leaking out of his body.
Yeah, I'll do my best, my friend. Let me give you my triple attack. Starting with a 37 stealth.
So if this hits, that's got flak attack for sure.
Alright. And let me give you my first 2 attacks. 18 and 12.
Both of those are gonna miss.
25.
25 will hit though.
For 12 fire damage.
You're chipping away at her. MK, what are you gonna do here?
MK, so the map kind of cuts off, but this is still the balcony, right?
Yeah, that is still the balcony. This was just the best way I could line it up with the grid because there was like a weird third of a square on the edge of this map for some reason.
Okay. MK is going to use. Actually, no, he's not. He's just going to fall over the side of the balcony.
Fuck. I will say, yeah, if you're just falling, you can take a disengage action and like not get op attacked, unless you need your standard while you're going down. Up to you. I will say it is. Let me see. It is like a 500-foot drop, and I don't think you can fall that far in one round.
Dude.
So what do you think? Do you want to take a... Like, do you risk taking the op attack, or are you disengaging, and then you won't be able to do a standard action this turn? You there, MK?
Shit, I was muted that whole time. God damn it.
I was like...
How fast do you fall in free fall?
That is what I am trying to calculate right now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, this guy just says it's the same as Pathfinder, but doesn't say what that is, so that's deeply unhelpful.
Okay, well,
Alright.
Oh.
There's a few different consensus. I think it's, from what I kind of agree with this one guy, be approximately, like 400 feet, I think. So
I can't. I need my standard action then. If it's that far.
well, yeah, yeah. I guess that's true. You would be so far from the battle at that point.
Yeah. So can I make an acrobatics check to avoid the AOO?
Yeah, totally. That's always an option.
Okay, so my plan is acrobatics to avoid the AOO, go over the side, standard action, starlight form.
Gotcha. Look, you got a 30 on the dance floor earlier for acrobatics, so let's keep that energy.
Yeah.
9.
All right.
That will do it. Yeah. So you like look at her getting ready to just like stab you directly in the heart. You just start doing like a back hand flip. Both hands land on the railing, and you just launch yourself out into space, just open air. And then light activates. You are flying. Also, you can fly at double speed right now too because of haste.
Awesome.
So it'll kind of mess with the map to do it on the left side, so we'll just know that you're a bit off the map right there. Okay. That was a hell of a move to get away. Cost, that's you. Alright, moving up to our assassin, Alexi. Going in with the full attack. Both hit.
Nice.
Hell yeah, that is 18 damage as you just run up with the plasma sword. Boom, boom. Slam into her with the electric fire damage. I'll tell you guys right now, she's almost at half.
Wow.
I'm well past half.
She's very brutal. So that's Zashi next.
So,
I don't like you, lady.
noticing how far the gonna move away from the edge of the balcony now that she's aware of how high up they are. Cryo bike.
Hell yeah, go for it.
And I guess I am gonna try a full attack. Let's see how much it ruins my. Yep, that's. Oh.
I mean, even without a full attack,
that sucks.
4s and 3s, that wouldn't have done it. She is not like parrying. She doesn't have a weapon capable of that. She's just very dexterous and is like ducking out of the way over and over again. Gixie, that is your turn.
Oh dear. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I got this. Don't worry. Okay. So, yeah, I guess Gixie is just gonna go ahead and how close is she? What kind of weapon is our assassin friend using here?
She has a ultra thin switchblade and an elite semi-auto pistol.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm not adjacent to her. Oh, but I could be adjacent to her. Yes.
I will say, like,
right.
these curtains that's like valid spaces. You can just push the curtain out of the way if you want.
Yeah, okay. So Gixie's going to go right there, and she's going to attempt to overload. So that is going to be the dexterity check. So I'm going to try to make at least her pistol, because I don't think I can disable a switchblade.
I think, I don't know if I guess, does the semi-auto pistol have the analog condition? That's the question.
Well, that is the question.
But I believe even if it does, I think you can overload her, like, comm gear. Like, you can overload data
I
pads.
could, yeah. I mean, I could certainly, any electronic device, any ranged energy sort of weapon or mechanical. So yeah, I mean, it's, you tell me if it would be.
They are analog, so you can't overload them.
Okay, so I cannot. Would it do any real good to override her comm device, do we think?
Well, would it still, like, I don't know.
Oh,
because this doesn't do damage, right?
This does not do damage. It just sabotages her. Okay. All right. Well, if that won't work, then I think Gixie would have pretty much known that.
I think you would have known that a regular, like, bullet gun was not gonna do it.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked for this.
Yeah. I think that's valid.
All right. So she's actually going to stay where she was then. Actually, maybe even move back a tad, and I'm instead going to try to pop her again with the overload.
Okay.
Okay. So that'll be 24.
Yeah, still hits. That's definitely good.
Okay. All right, so 5 points. Oh, you're welcome, everybody. Gixie. Hey.
All right, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it's her turn. This is not going how she wants it to. Wait, so are you just hovering in open space?
Yeah, but like 20, 30 feet down.
Okay, so yeah, you're out of her sight. If you're 20, 30 feet down, you're out of it. All right. So first thing she's going to do is this is going to be a triple attack. First one, she's trying to make a trick attack on you, Koss. Wow, no, she got a nat 1. She failed it, so she can't trick attack.
Oh, now she fails it.
Next one, Koss does a... Sorry, math. Does a 21 hit your KC? Okay, knife misses. Final one, you see as a free action, she dismisses her pistol, pulls out a black syringe, and is going to try to jab it into your neck.
God.
Watch out for the poison!
That one is going to be 29 to hit KAC. You take 1 point of damage and give me a Constitution saving throw. Or, Fortitude saving throw.
Save.
You pass.
Easy.
You pass it.
Good.
That was good. That was very. You needed to pass that. That's a brutal poison. All right, that's her full turn though. She didn't accomplish jack shit. Flack, your turn.
Okay. I will do my thing and hopefully actually hit something this time. 40 stealth. Alright. Oops. I didn't do the full attack, so let me do 2 more attacks here real quick.
Oh my god.
Alright, so 25 hits.
25 does hit, so that's a trick attack.
And so the flak attack damage on that is 18. So 28 total for the first.
Oh my goodness. That's a good hit.
Is it 20? The 21 hit?
21 I think is just shy. Let me just double check. That is shy, yeah. Not gonna do it.
Alright, 25 on the last one for 11 more
that'll do
damage.
again. She's looking pretty fucked up now. MK, that is your turn.
So MK is in his starlight form going to rise, flying up next to the balcony in like the T-pose from Raised by Wolves, with these 3 different colored small forms of light, these small stars spinning around his head. And he just says, "This form displeases me." And he fires shooting stars at her. 3 bolts.
Nice.
I like to think that, like, somewhere across this space, like, there are other towers around here. So someone in, like, an apartment building across from me is like, what the fuck is that? Alright, 9 damage.
Pew, pew,
Boom,
pew.
boom, boom! Slams into her. You probably hear, like, some bones crack under the kinetic force. Alright. That is Koss. Is she gonna? She might not even survive to her next turn. I'm very curious to see what happens here.
As are we all.
22 does do it for EAC. It was one shot on 21 earlier. So the second one misses, but that's 12 damage. And that brings us to Zashi. Zashi, it's very possible you could finish her off here.
Big money, big money.
Would be great, but
Finish her.
Oh, well, you know that thing that I did before that granted advantage?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the kind of thing I can do as many times as I want to with my resolve points. So,
I mean, if there was ever a time to burn a resolve, this
yeah,
feels
I'm
like
gonna
it.
burn a resolve here. It's my
Yeah.
reaction, so I can only do it once, but just know that Gixie will react if you miss.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Thank
okay.
you. All right.
Yes.
Guess we'll go with the pike.
Oh, don't even
Yes.
need the reaction. Holy shit.
Yay. Really sick of it. Ugh.
19. You boom. And part of her, like, whatever this weird Kevlar shit she was wearing, it starts to, like, freeze, and parts of it start to, like, snap as the armor becomes ineffective. She is on extremely low health, like death's door. It is Gixie's turn and then hers. Gixie, even your pistol has the potential to finish her here.
OMG. Well,
She started it, so
exactly, you know, and I mean, the kids have to learn that sometimes you have to stand up for yourself, which is
That's
exactly
right.
what she says as she takes aim.
This whole
And by the way,
battle-
she is flat-footed right now, right? Because she got hit with the trick shot.
yes, she is left.
Oh.
So her AC's a little lower.
Well, it's a 27 to hit.
That will hit. What's the damage?
Okay. Let's see these 2d6. Come on.
Oh, it's very possible.
And that's a solid 8.
She had 5
Nice.
left.
Yay!
Nice.
It's
The new girl gets the kill.
It's an arc pistol, right?
Yes,
so-
yes, it is.
Little like pulse of electricity. Little bolts are like sparking all over her head. Her eyes roll back up. She collapses, face forward on the floor, and she is done. That was an excellent kill. She is, I believe, the highest CR creature you guys have killed so far.
Wow.
Yeah, she was
I'm
like.
glad there was only one of her.
Yeah, she was a CR 11 by herself for this encounter.
Gee,
Wow.
Dear, dear.
it's so nice to play a system where CR means something.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Shots fired. Holy shit. All right. Well, everyone is gonna get an even 3K right there. 3,000 XP.
Ching.
Just so you guys know, if Koss had failed that, the way this poison works, it's a Starfinder poison called the Black Lotus Extract. If he'd failed the first save, he would have gone from healthy to weakened. If he'd failed to save the next turn, he would have gone from weakened to debilitated. And then if he failed it again, he's dead.
Ooh.
Wow.
Just full dead. And to cure it,
sucks.
you need 2 saves in a row.
I do believe we have some antitoxin.
I think you guys do have some stash. It's just like, it's a crazy poison for sure.
Yeah, that's sick.
Cost uses serums himself. You can't beat him with what he does.
That's right.
Wow.
Okay, well, MK lands on the balcony and deactivates Starlight form as all of his hydraulic fluid leaks all over the floor.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Dude,
fine.
did you
Maybe
piss
we have-
yourself?
I believe that some of this may be the android equivalent of urine, yes.
Oh, that's okay. I have like a diaper bag. It's
Aw.
fine. I've got some rags for you.
She's got all sorts
So-
of crazy shit.
Flack would love to find out what this pistol that she has is.
So she has, first of all, it's an elite semi-auto pistol, which is better than the tactical ones. It does 3d6 base instead of 1d6.
Yeah.
Additionally, it is a called elite semi-auto pistol, which means as a free action, you can summon it to your hand no matter where it is on your body.
Very cool.
Nifty.
Hell yeah. Also, if someone wants to make a mysticism check, there is some arcane energies floating off of her ring.
Dude.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just give you guys that handout on an at 20. Give me 1 second. This is a ring of whispers. It's like this cool gold band with like circuitry, blue jewel.
That's my jam.
All kinds of shit. So, attuning a ring of whispers to a new name. So, all right, you can attune it to recognize up to 5 proper names, such as people, places, or things. The ring cannot be attuned to words that are not proper nouns. Takes 10 minutes to attune to a new name. If the name exceeds the 5-name limit, the oldest attuned one is gone. Then you get a +5 insight bonus to hearing perception checks with a range of 60 feet. But you can only to allow you to hear one of the attuned names being spoken. This allows you to potentially hear a name being spoken a room away or even through soundproof glass. Basically, you think this is like how she would sneak into targets' houses and know what room they were in. Like, even if they tried to hide like a celebrity in a hotel, she hears that their name is in one of the rooms and goes there.
Nifty.
Interesting.
Yeah, she
That could be helpful for finding Mr. Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, yay!
Do not make me put a token of Keanu Reeves. I'll fucking do it.
Well, I'm ready.
Oh my god. All right. So, you guys got that.
So MK's gonna need a minute, like 10.
Yeah. Well, at this point, the escort is kind of just gone. He pieced out. But the owner comes back, sees like what's happened. The
What was her name again?
the assassin or the owner?
The owner.
The owner, everyone calls. They don't know her first name. Like everyone just calls her Boss Zernala. I'll put it in the chat. Boss Zernala. The stewards are on their way, but it looks like you took care of everything. I understand if you don't want to be here when they get here. Sometimes that's how these things go.
You don't have any healing serums behind the bar, do you? For a friend?
She does not, but the dead person has 2 Mark III serums of healing, which I believe are.
Well,
you guys also.
Well,
can
let's
take
save those because if we take 10, then I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, because you get all your stamina back on a 10-minute rest if you spend a point. She's like, no, I don't know who that is, but leave him dead.
So you were convinced it was Neva as well, right?
I thought it was Neva, yeah.
Yeah, I think we kind of want to leave, although we don't, we have a good relationship with the authorities, the police. What I'd like to do before they get here, though, is ask you about what do we call it? A transmitter.
Yeah. I think
An
we called it like
amplifier.
6 different things. It's okay.
I know, yeah. We're looking for this repeater, this transmitter, to try and set it up for deactivation.
She kind of frowns. She's like, I don't have anything like that.
Do you think somebody could have hidden it here?
Who made the transmitters?
Keanu Reeves.
She kind of like lights a new cigar, just takes a pull off of it, and if that, I don't know, whatever that assassin is working for Reese, Neva's been staying here for almost a week.
Where's she been staying?
She's got a cot in the employee room.
Can we see it?
Yeah. Come through here.
Okay. I follow her wherever she goes.
All right. So I'll reveal this area to you guys. So there's like kitchen equipment back here, storage. There's a back room that appears to be like the office, but stretched out like along this wall over here is like a small bedroll cot type of thing. Give me a perception check as you look around the room. Oh, that's very good.
Is this a perception check just to see what's here, or are we searching the room?
You're searching for sure.
So that's a 39.
39. Okay. You see that like among the storage shelves, there's a lot of like high tech planters in there, if that makes sense. Like they have like little UV bulbs. Looks like to save money, the boss has been like growing different plants for food to serve at the bar.
Oh, we know what kind of plants they're growing back here.
Hey.
But you see that like one of the like all of these panels were like factory like glued on there to hide the electronics for the lights. One of them has been pried off and like put back on with new glue instead. Do you guys pop that one open?
Check it for traps.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay.
This one's specifically for traps.
Yeah. Holy
So
hell!
46.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're. There's no trap. You're very confident.
That's how you check for traps, geeks. Just FYI.
MK, you just like pretty much instantly clock it, walk straight over, pull the thing off, and you see another one of those like compact transmitters that was in Scuttle's place.
Dun dun dun.
And I found the thing.
And then if you guys want to make one last computers check, you will have tapped into the full network.
All of us, or just one person?
Whoever wants to.
Mike.
That'll probably do it. You want to do it as well. Speed up the process.
Yeah, I have a plus 17. That's 27.
Hell yeah. Okay. You guys go to work on this thing, both your data pads kind of humming at the same time. You finally get to the last piece of the puzzle. You have this whole signal that was kind of being scrambled between cell towers, between the amplifiers, all being beamed from one location on the planet. Basically going up to a satellite, then coming back to Kuvakara. You retrace that satellite, and find the coordinates to the Eclipse Project Black Site.
Got him.
Nice.
Hell yes. You start to hear like sirens outside, and she is just like, if you guys want to split, now's probably the time.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like-
let's save ourselves some time explaining things. Let's go.
All right, you guys bail. So you guys are gonna get 2 pieces of story rewards here at the end of this club. So first of all, everyone gets 3,200 for however you did it, learning about Reese and that like the joy of pain stuff. And everyone will know the joy of pain.
Nice.
Everyone gets 3,200 from that, and then you get an additional 3,200 for getting all of the transmitters, because this was your third one.
Very nice. Getting close.
Hell yeah. And I feel like that's a good place to leave off for the session. If this was like a TV show, I feel like the last shot would be like a gloved hand adjusting a scope on a sniper rifle. Because that fucking assassin is still out there.
Oh my god.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, you guys are gonna like her armor. She looks fucking badass.
You can't tease us like that, man. You can't say that.
Oh, you'll see her next time.
Come on.
Look, maybe you'll make it back to your ship before she gets you.
Maybe.
I like it.
All right. Well, that was 3,200 both times were the 2 amounts. So total is 6,400. Well, hell yeah, guys. It was fucking good to be back with the Celosia.
Hell yeah.
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 Great. And welcome to our new player. I thought Gixie was a excellent addition.
Thank you.
Very excellent. Very
Agreed.
excellent.
It's fun to be here.
It's fun to be here. I like to imagine there's like one last hypothetical. It's like that you're like quietly streaming with like the front facing camera just on your face, and you're just like, you're not gonna believe this. The android, oh my god, he just went right over to that panel. There's something in there. This is crazy. It's like, but it's just a face shot because you don't want to give away the intel, so it's only your face.
Oh no, exactly. Or I put emojis over people's faces when I don't want to give it away.
It's got like smiley faces over them to hide their identities.
Exactly. You got it.
It's gonna be the Blair Witch Project when we're done.
I kicked that map in the fucking river. Map was useless. The best line in that whole movie.
Pretty darn.
All right.
Holds up. Holds up.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure, guys. I will see you here next week. If anyone's still watching, I'm gonna run one more ad on the stream. Feel free to stick around and support the channel. And we'll see you guys later.
Adios.